Hey, what is going on, everybody? Just give me a few minutes here to get all set up with the video details and share the stream and everything, and we will be all ready to go for our live stream. So just give me a few minutes here to make sure everything is all set up. How is everybody doing there tonight? It is Game 6. How you doing? How you doing? It's time to play the game. Time to play the game.
One of the greats of all time, Sean. This is a team 3 years removed from winning an NBA title.
Let me get all set up here, ladies and gentlemen, for our live stream, and we will be ready to go. Getting the video details set up now.
I know Aaron Gordon was out, but being one of the best of all time, I think that he knows he should have got this win, and him not being able to get it is kind of a stain. It's tough to see.
And especially given how depleted Minnesota was, a stunning upset there for the Wolves. NBA champion Iman Shumpert hanging with us here tonight on Sports Center. We appreciate the insight. Meantime, over on the ice.
Thank you once again, everybody, for checking out the channel. I am just currently getting the video all set up and ready to go for our live stream. So please, if you will just allow me a few minutes to continue getting all set up here.
14-season playoff drought, but obviously they want much more. Neither team has taken advantage of home ice. Both teams have won 4 of 5 games in this series. 3-1 series deficits have been a worst-case scenario for the Bruins in their playoff history. Boston has lost 18 of them. 26 instances in in 5 games, 6 times in 6
How we feeling tonight, ladies and gentlemen? How is everybody doing? How you doing? How you doing? It's Game 6. We're cutting it real close here. We're skating on thin ice here towards the end of the first round in this series, but I still got faith in the boys. I know exactly what we're capable of, and I know exactly what we aren't capable of. Defense kind of been letting us down. David Pastrnak been a fucking absolute playmaker. I'd expect nothing less out of him. Once upon a time, a MVP for the Toronto Maple Leafs, now making things happen for Boston.
In the NHL spent more time leading at home than the Boston Bruins, and they've only spent 7 minutes leading here so far in this series. So the guys talk this big game about the pride they have wearing that original 6 crest on the sweater, and they know that this game, Game 6, is a chance to prove that they actually do have pride and put in a better effort.
Tenuous times right now for Boston sports fans across a variety of sports. Emily, on the flip side, it's a young Sabres team without much playoff experience. So what is Buffalo's approach to getting this elusive series-clinching win?
Now, I was in Pittsburgh on Monday when a young Flyers team had their first opportunity to clinch, and Coach Rick Tocchet said that he noticed the guys were just gripping their sticks too tight. Coach Lindy Ruff of the Sabres noticed the same thing for his team. He said there was a little bit of anxiety, some tightness, and of course that's natural when you haven't been in that situation before, but this Sabres team is gaining experience by the day here, and now they've been there. They know what to expect. When I talked to Alex Tuck before the game,
We're currently getting all set up, ladies and gentlemen, for the live stream, so please, just a few more minutes, and we will be all ready to go. I still have to set all this up and also share the stream as well. But the game does not officially start until 7:30, so we still have plenty of time to chat and hang out.
A lot of focus entering this one tonight. Emily's just getting warmed up this evening. She was on point earlier here on Sports Center, and you can catch her on the broadcast tonight, 7:30 Eastern, right here on ESPN. Coming up with the Oilers and Senators out, the hopes of Canada riding on the blades of the Canadiens. Former Habs star PK Subban is going to get us ready for that one. Plus, the NFL season of hope, and the Titans and Texans hope they made the right moves to help them next year. Mina Kimes is coming back next.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, stream is just about all set up and ready to go. Let's save the details on that, and then I will share the stream, of course, to my Twitter page. And we will be all ready to go for some NHL hockey. Game 6 in Boston. I'm watching it in Buffalo, New York, of course. Best seat in the house right here at my house.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. Venture X earn unlimited double miles on everything.
Okay, let's give it a quick audio check. Okay, that sounds good. Nice. Now, we will share it, because this is something I've been forgetting to do. And I will forget to do it no longer.
This is Arby's quarter-pound pulled pork and chopped brisket. Both are smoked slow for up to 13 hours. Tender, juicy barbecue like this isn't magic, but it's always wonderful. Oof.
Okay, we're all good. Hopefully, yes. Let's give it one last quick glance. Spell check it over. There we go. Nice, nice. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now officially live. We are all set and ready to go for Game 6 in Boston, Massachusetts. It is the Buffalo Sabres and the Boston Bruins who will go to battle in Game 6. Recently, the Buffalo Sabres have absolutely disappointed me on back-to-back goals from the Boston Bruins. The defense allowed some nonsense. The defense has absolutely allowed some nonsense these last couple goals. I can't even tell you. In overtime, the boys have allowed David Pastrnak to take this thing back to Boston. If Boston wins this game tonight, then Boston forces a Game 7 in Buffalo, New York. And I know a lot of people love the Sabres. I've been watching the Buffalo Sabres for a very long time, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you. And if there is one thing I can tell you about this Buffalo Sabres team, the chances of them losing this playoffs, they are improbable, but not impossible. It's improbable, but it's not impossible. So this Buffalo Sabres team is going to have a hell of a game in store for them for this Game 6. They have to bring it tonight. Defensively, they have to make sure they're pulling out all the stops. You can't allow Boston to get this thing back to Game 7. You have the chance. Buffalo, end it right here, right now. You couldn't get it done in Buffalo. Now you have to get it done on the road, in enemy territory, in hostile Boston, where they, of course, would like nothing more than the Bruins to take this thing to one more game in the series. So can the boys get it done? Like I said, I have watched this Buffalo Sabres team for a very long time. The chances of them choking and completely embarrassing themselves in this playoffs, they're improbable, but not impossible. It is improbable, but not impossible. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo had the chance last game. Get it done. Send the Boston Bruins packing. Eliminate them. Take them out of the tournament. Take them out of the playoffs. Buffalo could not get it done defensively. And I have always said my biggest flaw, my biggest weakness in this current Buffalo Sabres team is their defense. We've seen Jeremy Swayman have some words with his bench when the defense was not helping him. And last game, the defense definitely seemed to fucking understand what he was trying to get his point across. So Boston, I feel like they're ready to play in a Game 6. Game 7 sounding real nice right now. It is currently, ladies and gentlemen, 6:45 p.m. here in Buffalo, New York. So not too far from the same time over there in Boston. And the game will officially start at 7:30 in Boston. I feel like the boys, we have the shooters. It's been a hard-fought series. They're getting a lot of experience that I don't think they were expecting. But it's good experience against a team like Boston. It is good experience against a playoff strong team like Boston.
Very unreliable. I am a little bit apprehensive still about this offensive line, particularly the interior. I know there's whispers that bringing back Kevin Zeiger, that would help a lot. But by and large, I'm glad that they added the receiver group because that was sorely needed.
But ladies and gentlemen, ghosts and goblins, witches and wizards, vampires and werewolves. The game will officially start in Boston, Massachusetts at 7:30. Sports Center, ESPN, still on currently right now. So we still have a little bit of time to chat and hang out. What I would like to talk about, I guess, is all of this nonsense going on in the WWE right now. All of this nonsense going on in my beloved WWE. It's time to play the game. Time to play the game.
So I'm still, able to do that and continue my career on. Just truly grateful to you all.
But I've heard so many unfortunate things with how TKO is taking over. Guys, it feels like this whole TKO and Nick Khan movement in the WWE is just not going to end right. It's just not going to end right. Unfortunately, I've seen they released so many tag teams. The SmackDown tag team division is absolutely fucked. They released the Wyatt Six, all of the Wyatt Six members. And it's crazy because I remember back when I tried to stream a Monday Night Raw episode, and literally both times I tried to stream it, copyright taken down immediately by YouTube, couldn't even get the episode live on my channel. And they had an episode where the Wyatt Six murdered everybody backstage, or at least they destroyed everybody backstage, it seemed like, and this was their entire introduction. This was the debut episode of the Wyatt Six. And from there to this point, they've done again absolutely nothing with them. They tried to have them feuding with the MFTs and Solo Sikoa's group, which I guess didn't really prevail, or they just didn't have any ideas of what else to do with the Wyatt Six and Uncle Howdy. I guess TKO might have just been keeping the characters and the group around just for the sake of Bray Wyatt and everything that happened. But realistically, it seems like they had no plans really with the Wyatt Six and Uncle Howdy. And then all of the other releases that I've heard about, Motor City Machine Guns, who again, really great tag team, deserved a lot better. The entire tag team division right now in SmackDown is absolutely fucked after all these releases. Everybody wants Kairi Sane back. Kairi, we love you. We don't know if we'll get you back. We don't know if it's all a work, if Triple H is pulling our leg with the R-Truth contract again. Listen, releases are never an easy thing, guys. Releases are never an easy thing. And I've heard now, unfortunately, what they do to these people, these wrestlers. Sometimes when you're under contract with the WWE, if they want to release you, it might be in your contract. They'll have a stipulation where you can't even wrestle or compete for a certain amount of time or X amount of months, which to me is absolutely fucked because, again, if we're treating wrestlers like independent contractors, people who are essentially supposed to take care of themselves, again, they're not working for a union or anything like that, doesn't exist in the world of professional wrestling. You're essentially out there trying to take care of yourself every day. And now, when you get released, and if you can't compete, if you can't be on TV, if you can't wrestle, what the fuck else are these people supposed to do, Triple H? You tell me. The contract, they used to have the drug policy back in the contract a lot of days, but now it seems like it's way more of like this, you're not allowed to wrestle if we release you stipulation in the contract nowadays. I don't know. But, again, releases are never an easy thing. Everybody that got cut, everybody that did get released, it's sad to see them go. My entire take on it is I don't really think we should be cutting and releasing the wrestlers who TKO thinks are the problem. I've always said, guys, and you can see it in my WWE Unreal series, which is the Unreal series on Netflix where we do our watch-along episodes to that. I've said all the time we need to be honestly taking away these old-school carny-ass bookers and writers who fucking have done all their ideas. And it's really, they're just doing all of their ideas time and time and time over again. No disrespect to Shawn Michaels and NXT, but it seems like every time I watch NXT, sometimes Shawn Michaels will literally just pull angles and spots from matches back in his day, and he'll act like it's a brand new thing, or the WWE will act like it's a brand new thing. I think the thing is this, they think the audience watching currently, the current fan base in the WWE, this is what TKO or the WWE, whoever's running the show, fucking, this is their mindset. They're saying to themselves, the current fans are not going to go back and watch matches from the 80s or the 90s. The current fans are not going to go back and watch matches from 30 years ago, even in the Attitude Era. It just seems like the farther we get from the past, the less fans get interested in watching what happened before and the history that comes before everything else. I was never that way. But a lot of this new generation, a lot of this new era of wrestling fans definitely move about it that way, where they don't even teach themselves what happened before. They just watch the product, and whatever is happening, that's what they know, and that's all they know. So it seems like whoever is pulling the strings at the end of the day, they feel like, we can just reuse all these ideas that we've already reused because people won't go back and try to explore and find out like, okay, they did this before, or this is just a reused, storyline. Or I've always said, guys, we need to take out the writers and the bookers in WWE who is definitely, their time is up. I'm sorry, your time is up, my time is now. Michael Hayes, Bruce Pritchard, both of these guys, I completely dislike them. I understand if they did things in the past that was great, and it worked for them. And it is hard. It is hard to just let people go and cut them away from everything that they built for you and tried to do for you over the years and worked for you. It is hard to let those people go. I understand that. But that's exactly the way that these wrestlers feel when they are released and when they're cut from the main roster and now they got to go figure out their life again. It's pretty much, we wish you the best of luck in your endeavors type shit. So I've always said, guys, we need to be releasing and firing the bookers and the writers that are the problem. TKO is trying to release the wrestlers who they think are the problem. WWE needs to be releasing the writers and the bookers who are the problem. And like I said, I currently don't like Michael Hayes. I really don't like Bruce Pritchard. If it was up to me, now if it was my decision, I would damn sure have somebody like Paul Heyman in Bruce Pritchard's position, and Michael Hayes. We could use William Regal. We could use The Undertaker, John Cena. It could even be Shawn Michaels. I liked when Ava, The Rock's daughter, was the GM on NXT for the time being. Ava currently left, and now it's Shawn Michaels. But again, we have the talent necessary. We don't need Bruce Pritchard and Michael Hayes anymore. I'm okay with releasing them and trying out something new if it means we're going to have some new ideas and try some fucking fresh shit here. Because I do understand Michael Hayes and Bruce Pritchard have done their thing in the past. Some things have worked, some things haven't. Obviously, we've seen what's happened with Triple H. They did their thing with WrestleMania 40. Ever since, people have not been so happy with the booking, unfortunately. But again, we have the talent. And I really think it's TKO and Nick Khan trying to run the entire thing into the ground. Nick Khan might be trying to put Tony Khan over in some way. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done. But I do know this, ladies and gentlemen. It feels like right now, currently, TKO and Nick Khan are trying to run this fucking thing into the ground. And if I'm going to say this, I'm going to say it now. I think Triple H, Paul Levesque, he's trying to do whatever he can to at least, keep the fans interested and show them, he's still here for it. He still cares about it and he's still invested. It just feels like there's a lot of outside forces, a lot of cooks in the kitchen who necessarily shouldn't be cooking in the kitchen. If you notice, ladies and gentlemen, we do have the blue lights on tonight for the Buffalo Sabres. Of course, the last time I had the red lights on, we lost. So that might have been some bad luck right there. So we got the blue lights tonight, taking it back to the blue lights. Maybe the red lights were some bad luck. You never know, but we can't risk it for the biscuit. We can't risk it for the biscuit here in Game 6. Like I said, the Buffalo Sabres, their mindset right here has to be to finish this. Finish them! I need to see a fucking fatality here in Game 6 from the Buffalo Sabres. Because these Boston Bruins want nothing more than to take it to Game 7 and get one more chance at advancing to the next round. I would say biggest flaw right now still for the Buffalo Sabres, trying to defensively figure out how to keep down playmakers like David Pastrnak, especially that Boston Bruins power play unit, which has just been devastating every chance they get on the ice. Penalty killers for Buffalo, gotta be feeling it. The boys are slaving on the ice, but it has to all be worth it if they want to advance to the next round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, puck drop in Boston is at 7:30. Current time in Buffalo is just about 6:59 p.m., so almost 7 o'clock on the dot. I hate Arby's so much. Arby's is my least favorite fast food. I gotta just be honest with you, chat. Arby's, I hate you so much. One time I spent money on Arby's. The curly Q's are okay. I'll give them that. But everything else fucking sucks. One time I spent money on Arby's, tried out a couple things, got a cheeseburger. Cheeseburger tasted just like any other cheeseburger you can get from anywhere else, to be honest. The beef brisket. This thing tasted like absolute fucking bacon, which I did not like at all because when I order cheeseburgers and stuff from places, I don't like bacon on my shit. So I've seen a lot of my family members have to go through bypass heart surgery and a lot of cholesterol problems in the past because of bacon. They would eat that shit every day. So, yeah, I don't understand why in America we have to have everything with bacon, but I hate bacon on everything. I don't hate bacon in general, but I hate bacon on everything. Like bacon flavored ice cream. Another thing I hate, I'm Italian, so I don't have a problem with people like pineapple pizza or Hawaiian pizza. I fucking hate breakfast pizza. Every breakfast pizza I've ever had tastes like shit. I don't know if it's because of the place I got it from or the places where I ate it from in the past, but to me it's like it's not even fucking pizza. If we're gonna have a pizza party, if somebody's gonna order a pizza, why not just order a normal fucking pizza? Why not just get the regular pizza? I don't want a fucking breakfast pizza. Breakfast pizza disappoints me. I hate breakfast pizza. I hate Arby's. Got beef brisket from Arby's one time. This thing tasted like straight bacon, and I disliked it so much. Arby's fucking sucks. I hate Arby's. They're the worst fast food chain in my opinion. Some of my favorites, I guess I would say, I don't really get to eat Sonic or Checkers too much, but I do like Sonic and Checkers. Every time I get to have them, it's kind of rare, so I do like Sonic and Checkers. Never had Five Guys here in Buffalo. McDonald's is definitely up there. Mighty Taco is a Buffalo native. Only in Buffalo, New York can you get Mighty Taco. So Mighty Taco is definitely up there for me. And I like Burger King too. Burger King for sure. Wendy's is okay. I like Wendy's. I remember growing up, you know, sometimes my mom would take me to work. She couldn't afford a babysitter, so she would take me to work with her. We would take a bus to the train, take the train, get off, have to walk to her work. And sometimes for like mornings, we would get like McDonald's breakfast. I really liked McDonald's breakfast. And then after work, she would take me to get like lunch at Burger King. So it was usually like a Whopper, a cheeseburger. But that was like once a week or like once a month. But growing up, she couldn't afford a babysitter. So on those days where she had to take me to work, we would kind of make a day out of it and everything. But I don't mind McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's too much. I actually think they're decent. Mighty Taco is one everybody has to try. If you've never been to Buffalo, New York, and you're going to be in Buffalo, New York or anything, I would definitely say try Mighty Taco. My favorite thing so far is the Banderito. Now, I don't like the way that they make it. I've worked at Mighty Taco before, and I don't like the way they make the Banderito. With the lettuce and blue cheese, it tastes like shit. It's essentially steak, fajita steak and fajita chicken with lettuce and blue cheese, but I don't like it with the lettuce and blue cheese. I get it with nacho cheese and then the Buffito sauce, which is essentially just buffalo hot sauce. So it's fajita steak, fajita chicken, nacho cheese, and then the buffalo sauce. And that's way better than whoever the fuck made it the way that they made it originally. But it's called the Banderito at Mighty Taco, and that's like my favorite thing to get off the menu. Again, I don't like it the way that they make it. I like it the way that I make it, and my version. But there's also, you know, the Super Mighty Pack is always good. You know, the 4 Super Mighties. That's always, after Taekwondo, I mean, that was like the holy grail, you know. I would go to either Mighty Taco or Ted's or Louie's. Louie's Hot Dogs is another really good one that I like here in Buffalo. It's Louie's Texas Hots. And like their chili sauce on their fries, oh man, I love it. I used to love that so much, like after sports, after hockey, after Taekwondo sometimes. Back in the day, being able to go out to like Louie's Texas Hots here in Buffalo, Mighty Taco. Those were some good memories. And I never feel like it was like cheating the diet or anything because I always was fucking outside playing sports, man. I always was about, you know, working my ass off, and every time I was at my dad's on the weekend, he wouldn't allow me around electronics or any video games or anything, so I was kind of always sports and athletic oriented when I was growing up. I was always outside doing something. My dad did not like me in the house around him very much. Unless it was a fucking blizzard outside. And even then, if it was a blizzard outside, I might have been out there. That's the type of shit I live for here in Buffalo. But 36 minutes on the clock until official puck drop in Boston. They just had David Pastrnak on the mic, ladies and gentlemen. He is the playmaker for Boston so far. Like I said, couple power play goals, and of course, the last dagger in Game 5 in overtime, which forced this Game 6 to come back to Boston. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if Boston can win this Game 6 in their home field advantage, they can force a Game 7 in Buffalo. And the Buffalo Sabres, if they win this game, it's over for the Boston Bruins. The Buffalo Sabres have a chance to get it done, to finish them, send the Bruins home eliminated from the playoffs.
Of course, they're good players, don't get me wrong, but there's a big...
As I've said before, though, this Buffalo Sabres team, one of their biggest weaknesses and flaws, in my opinion, is their defense. So the defense is going to have to be picture perfect in these next 2 games against the Boston Bruins if the Sabres want to survive. It could just be done in one tonight for the Sabres, but like I said, watching these Buffalo Sabres choke and embarrass themselves, it's not improbable, but it is possible. It is improbable, but it's not impossible. Watching the Sabres choke and throw it all away, that shit is definitely not impossible. Buffalo teams over the years the dreams, ladies and gentlemen, for Buffalo teams have been to win a championship for either the Bills or the Sabres. Sabres currently in the 2026 NHL playoffs. And the boys still lead this series. It is still on the Sabres to win this thing. Pressure still on the Bruins to take it to a next game. Tage Thompson, 2 goals, 3 assists in 5 games this series so far. I'm going to need to see a little bit more out of Tage, especially in this game. I do like the 2 goals, 3 assists. But in 5 games, I'm going to need to see a little bit more, especially going against a team like the Boston Bruins. That last game, very close until the end. Took it all the way to overtime, and of course, first goal sends everybody home, and that was for the Boston Bruins. So now in Boston, it is all up to the Sabres to get it done. Can the Sabres defense finally fucking play some defense and win a playoff series since, what, 2007? Guys, in 2007, I was still I still had pro wrestler dreams. I didn't even have my first YouTube channel yet. I created that in 2009.
This guy's similar to just, like I said, not only is he got a wide wingspan, it makes it very hard to defend.
That's another thing too, right? It's like watching the WWE and like everything that's going on right now. I love them to death. It's just so unfortunate because it was once upon this time we would watch, and it seemed like Vince McMahon was just like this super entity, like this supernatural force behind, the empire. Fucking, we used to think Vince McMahon was gonna take this thing to his grave. Like, we would never get a chance to leave Vince McMahon. Like, it was gonna be his until he was essentially, KO'd. But man, it is kind of crazy to just see how things have occurred over the last year, with everybody just being upset with everything and all of the releases, all of the bad storylines, all of the rush storylines. Like I said, guys, if it was my decision, if I was somehow working for the WWE or whatever, again, I would say maybe the problem isn't cutting and releasing the wrestlers who TKO thinks are the problem. They need to be cutting and releasing the bookers and the writers who are the problem. Because for me, I've seen so much stuff that's been repeated from over years. It seems like maybe they just feel like wrestling fans don't want to teach themselves anything from like history or from the past. That's not how I feel, but it seems like everything has just been a reused idea or just not really fresh ideas. We've seen a lot of tag teams spiraling out of control, the same storyline. Are these tag teams going to stay together? Are they going to turn on each other? The Cody thing is fucking weird, bro. An adjacent heel, I never even heard of an adjacent heel until Cody Rhodes existed as the WWE champion in WWE. I know what an anti-heel is. I know exactly what the fucking anti-heel is. Apparently, an adjacent heel is whatever the fuck Cody Rhodes is as a WWE champion. So, he's TKO's poster boy. He's, I don't know, American Nightmare, the Wheatley drinking, cigar smoking. But it's just so unfortunate to see what's transpired over the last year with everything. I really hope, I mean, like I said, I really, you're not going to see a big change until you do kind of get some writers and some bookers out of the position that they're in. And again, I know people are going to fucking hate me, or I'm just going to get a lot of dislike. Maybe it's not the most popular thought out there, but I think, honestly, it's time to step away from Michael Hayes and Bruce Pritchard in the WWE and their involvement in all the storylines and the creative and production and everything like that, just because I want to see something new and I want to see something fresh. I've been waiting for them to take Michael Cole's ass off of commentary for the past 5 years now, and we still got Michael Cole on commentary. Dude, I've been listening to Michael Cole on commentary for like the past 30 years. I am good on Michael Cole commentary. Jim Ross is fine. My favorite commentators have always been guys like Booker T, JBL. I even loved Samoa Joe when he got to do it. CM Punk is nice. Jericho, Taz for AEW. Taz is a really good one. But there definitely needs to be some kind of a change soon, and I don't think you're going to find it by releasing and cutting more talent. Releases are bound to happen. It's kind of a yearly occurrence. It's like an annual yearly thing in the WWE. It usually happens after WrestleMania, and it did happen after this WrestleMania, so again, everybody that got released, it is unfortunate. Some of my favorites that got released, Zelina Vega and Aleister Black, which is unfortunate because they released Karrion Kross and Scarlett as well, who Zelina Vega, Aleister Black, Karrion Kross, Scarlett, these are all wrestlers that I could have easily included in a new Judgment Day, or just put them in the Judgment Day or something, have some kind of storyline with the Judgment Day. I don't know what the fuck some of these writers and bookers are doing. Again, we've seen so many storylines where the tag teams, are they going to turn on each other? Are they going to stay together? Most of them are just turning on each other. We got another fucking Arby's commercial here. Like I said, Arby's, my least favorite fast food of all time. Arby's, you suck. Your beef brisket tastes nothing like bacon. And that is going to give people a fucking triple bypass sooner than they know it. Please avoid Arby's at your highest cost. I will say this, ladies and gentlemen, one of the worst things I've ever, I will never eat bacon from Burger King because I cooked it there one time and I just hate how it smelled. Hate how it smelled, hate how they stored it. I'm never eating bacon from Burger King. I've never eaten eggs from like a fast food place. Like, I like eggs home cooked. I only cook my scrambled eggs or my fried eggs at home. I don't eat scrambled eggs or eggs from any other restaurants or fast food places. Never gonna eat eggs from McDonald's, Burger King, anything like that. Definitely avoid that. Anytime I get a McMuffin, I actually get a sausage McMuffin. I get a hash brown, and I replace the egg with the hash brown, and that's my version of it. So I like to actually eat it like that. So I don't like to get bacon from places. I don't like to get eggs from places. And I will say, honestly, Arby's is like my least favorite fast food. I hate fucking Arby's. But the fucking chili at Wendy's is absolutely foul. It is vile, ladies and gentlemen. They use leftover hamburgers that they did not even sell, that have just been sitting there or didn't even cook properly. Any kind of like disposable hamburger, that shit goes in their chili mix, and they use that in their Wendy's chili. So definitely avoid the Wendy's chili. This is from somebody with working experience. I am never eating bacon, eggs, Wendy's chili, any of that shit. I avoid Arby's. I hate Arby's. Never fucking eaten Arby's. I would like to maybe try like Popeyes and Chick-fil-A one day. I've never actually had them. We only have KFC, which is the closest to me right now. But I've never actually tried Popeyes or Chick-fil-A. I would like to try that. So, still some things left to try, but I definitely know what I'm avoiding whenever I definitely go out to these places, because from somebody that's worked there, I don't know how people can consume it and pay for it. But everybody likes what they like. The bacon for me at Burger King, it's just the way it's stored. It always is just so rubbery and greasy, and like it's just been sitting in its own fat, and That shit gets like rubbery and cold at the end of the day by the time people even get it on their cheeseburger and shit. They don't warm up the bacon unless like somebody requests, hey, can you warm up the bacon? And they'll usually throw the bacon on your sandwich and then throw that shit in the microwave, which, if you know me, I hate the fucking microwave. I don't cook anything in a microwave. I'm Chef Ramsay when it comes to that shit. I've cooked in restaurants, and I've actually been a chef in restaurants. We do not use microwaves to cook shit. We use grills, we use ovens, we use broilers, we use fryers. Microwaves do not cook food. Microwaves warm up food, they heat food up, but they do not cook food. That's like why Chef Ramsay always says the biggest joke in the kitchen is fucking Chef Mike. The fucking microwave is doing more work than the fucking chefs. How is it possible? Microwaves don't cook. Microwaves don't even cook food. It just is a tool used to warm that shit up. If you actually want to cook it, you're gonna need to, again, grill, oven, broiler, fryer. Ladies and gentlemen, current time in Buffalo, New York. It is 7:17, so game time is soon to be. We are ready. Game 6 in Boston. Of course, we got the blue lights on tonight. It is Friday Night SmackDown, but the blue lights shining tonight for the Buffalo Sabres because last time, ladies and gentlemen, we had the red lights, and maybe that was some bad luck. Maybe that was bad luck for Game 5 because the boys went all the way to overtime and got absolutely destroyed by Pasta on a breakaway. 9 banged him, flash banged the defense, got right by him, banged it past Lyon. That's been another thing the Sabres have felt confident with Lyons in net. Honestly, I never felt like the goalie situation was the problem, but if Lyons has the stronger stats in this series, I can understand why the coaches want to play him over Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. For me, I had to turn the red lights off for this game. We had to bring back the blue Friday Night SmackDown, the blue lights for the Buffalo Sabres. Ladies and gentlemen, May 1st, it is a new month. We are currently in the month of May 2026. Time is passing us by as we know it. And it is a chance for the Buffalo Sabres with the blue lights, under the lights, to get it all done in Game 6 in Boston. Eliminate the Bruins, send them home, eliminate them from the playoffs, and then it will be decided, are the playoffs between the Canadiens and the Lightning over? Didn't they say the Canadiens won? I'm pretty sure I seen something where they said the Canadiens won. Hold up. We need to confirm this. They're playing right now? They're playing right now? Oh my god. It is 2-3. 3-2. The Montreal Canadiens lead the series. 0-0 game right here in the first. But yeah, they're currently playing right now. So that's their game 7. Or no, that's game 6, yeah. So why the fuck? I don't know. The schedule has been kind of weird. It's weird how they do everything with like playoff games when it comes to like basketball and the NHL, and how they want to like spread everything out. I was kind of getting concerned for like WrestleMania this year, but they did book it at Allegiant Stadium, which is the home of the Raiders, which I was thinking, well shit, if the Vegas Golden Knights are in the playoffs, how are they going to do that? But thankfully, at this point in time for the WWE, they are bringing in millions and millions. So booking it at Allegiant Stadium is not too impossible for them. It's not improbable, but it is possible. It's just crazy. I don't know. It's sad. One day we're going to wake up and we're going to hear fucking Triple H has been released. everybody that we know and love has been released, and it's going to be like this TKO and this Nick Khan thing, and this whole other type of shit that, like, other people who are involved with wrestling shouldn't even be involved with wrestling are, like, now making the decisions, and the important decisions at that. The important decisions, like I said, on who is getting released, who is actually getting paid to stay around and contribute and actually, give their efforts back to the company. It's unfortunate. I hear more and more when I watch interviews of, like, pro wrestlers, all the time, they describe themselves almost as utilities, and that is always sad for me to hear, because, to me, they're not just fucking utilities. There's so much more than that. These are people. These are pro wrestlers.
They want more. Road teams have won 4 of 5 games in this series. NHL reporter Emily Kaplan is on the scene in Boston. Emily, the last time
the boys in the royal blue and gold versus the boys in the black and gold. This game, ladies and gentlemen, Game 6 in Boston, Massachusetts. They are still piling in the arena. Very close to game time even. That was another thing I kind of disliked, is how much time people take to actually get inside and get ready for game time.
It's the complete opposite to a man in that Bruins locker room.
Because it is just about to happen here. We are about 5 minutes away from puck drop in Boston. So it is 7:22 right now. Official game time at 7:30. Of course, they're going to be singing the national anthems and whatnot. But we are around the corner now from this game, just getting started.
This game, Game 6, is a chance to prove that they actually do have pride and put in a better effort.
Tenuous times right now for Boston sports fans.
A lot of Boston fans showing up, of course. I'm seeing a lot of black and gold.
So what is Buffalo's approach to getting this elusive series-clinching win?
No, I was in Pittsburgh on Monday.
Yes, the Sabres are seeking their first playoff series win since 2007. 2007, I think I will give you guys a little bit of a story. I think I had a PSP. It was a Darth Vader all-white PSP. I love this fucking PSP. PlayStation Portable. It was all white. It was a Darth Vader version. It had Darth Vader's face on the back, and of course Vader's face was black. But the PSP itself was all white, and on the back you had Vader's decal, the Vader sticker. It was like a Star Wars Battlefront edition, and man, I remember I loved it. And then the slot, the game cartridge slot, where you go to, like, load and take out the game, some kind of piece broke. Like, the fucking shit just snapped, and we, like, lost the screw and shit. So, like, I went to take it back to the store, get a new one, basically just, like, turn it in, get a new one. And they were like, yeah, we don't have this model anymore. We don't have this that Star Wars Vader edition. And that fucking killed me, because they gave me this fucking silver one after that, and I was like, man, I want the fucking all-white Vader one back. I used to call that thing the Stormtrooper. That was my Stormtrooper PSP, man. I love that thing. And every time I see my PS5, sometimes it brings back, like, memories of, like, just that all-white Vader PSP. I love that PSP, though. I was devastated when it broke, and I had to go trade it in, try to get a new one, and they were like, yeah, we don't got this model no more. Which, of course, Star Wars edition, it's most likely not going to be in stock after months and months of use, right? Everybody's going to just go and consume it, consumerism. So, ended up getting handed, like, a silver one after that, and it was okay, but it made me not want to fucking play on the PSP as much after that. I'm not going to lie, like, after I got that fucking silver one, I was like, man, just give me my fucking controller and the console and I'm good to go. I did have a PS Vita. DS's, of course, I grew up with. Game Boy Advance, I think I had. Because my DS, the original DS, you could play Nintendo DS games and Game Boy Advance games. So I had that one where it was like the silver gray one, the original one. That one I ended up fucking losing somehow. Don't know how I lost that. So that kind of sucked as well. That was my DS. And got to play Game Boy Advance games on that, Nintendo DS games on that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is currently 7:26 p.m. in Buffalo, New York, which means we are about 4 minutes away from puck drop in Boston for Game 6 in Boston, Massachusetts. They really love fucking Arby's on ESPN. Why are there so many Arby's advertisements on SportsCenter? Is Arby's over like that on SportsCenter and ESPN? Because honestly, it fucking sucks. Like, Arby's fucking sucks. I'm just telling you now. I've had a various amount of like, and here's the thing too. The cheeseburger tasted like a cheeseburger that you could get anywhere else. The beef brisket tasted like straight fucking bacon, which is so bad for your heart. Hopefully people aren't eating that all the time. You will definitely give yourself a heart attack eating Arby's fucking beef brisket. And then the roast beef and cheddar. People in Buffalo, New York don't like roast beef like that. We don't eat roast beef on cheddar in Buffalo, New York. In Buffalo, we eat roast beef on weck. It's on a weck roll. We serve it with either horseradish or pickle. Sometimes both. Some people like both. Some people don't like it. Some people just want the roast beef on weck with the gravy. It's an au jus gravy. It's an au jus. So no, at Arby's, we don't like roast beef and cheddar. That's not how we eat roast beef in Buffalo. We eat it on weck. It's roast beef on weck. And if you come to Buffalo, it's one of the foods that they say you should try because it's really good. Again, it's just a roast beef sandwich. So if you like chicken wings, you like roast beef sandwich, there is definitely good cuisine and good food that has been created in Buffalo, New York. But when we're talking about Arby's, that's like the third advertisement I've seen for Arby's on fucking SportsCenter. And they are not about that life. They're definitely not about that life. Roast beef and cheddar, like I said, is not popular in Buffalo. Maybe other places, but not Buffalo. Honestly, we should take all the Arby's out of Buffalo, New York. We should take all the Arby's out of Buffalo, and we bring in White Castle. I've always wanted to try White Castle. They have frozen White Castle burgers, but it's not the same. It's not the same. You know damn well that's not the same. They got that frozen shit that people are putting in their fucking microwaves and shit. And like I said, that's not how I eat my food. I don't like food like that, really. That's not doing anything for me. Give us some actual White Castle restaurants. And it's strange because White Castle is kind of popular around the Midwest, like New Jersey, Michigan, Ohio. Like it's pretty popular in the Midwest. How they have not ended up in Buffalo, New York, I don't know. But we need to kind of get Arby's out of Buffalo because honestly, Arby's and their roast beef and everything, I don't see how there's still a chain. I don't see how there's still a chain that exists in Buffalo, but I've always wanted to try White Castle too. Like I said, they do have the frozen burgers, but it's really not the same, and everybody knows that. You can't fucking cook something in the microwave or give me something that was prepared in the microwave and call it the same. That's not how I eat food.
6 Hall of Famers played in the game. Wilt only had 12, but he grabbed 20.
Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, been an actual chef in actual restaurants myself. We don't use fucking microwaves in restaurants to cook food. We cook the food on ovens, grills, broilers, fryers. We have to cook it ourselves. You cook it. You do not put it in the microwave, and Chef Mike is over there cooking it. Again, guys, I did want to mention as well, there is Game 6 tonight, Buffalo versus Boston. If we do get a Game 7, we will be streaming for that as well. So hopefully everybody out there, will we see a Game 7? Will this be one of the last times we get to watch the Sabres? Who knows?
Sabres trying to hold on the series. They're at home. There's energy.
When they absolutely choked it away, they lead the series 3-1 in Game 5, choked it away, which absolutely forces this Game 6 here from Boston. Pasta was talking that shit to the fans behind the glass last game. You gotta imagine they've been chirping him every time he goes to the penalty box as well. I do also want to mention, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be keeping the camera off the TV and the volume low as well while I provide commentary and basically reaction to the game here. At some moments we might show the TV, but of course I can't show actual footage because NHL and ESPN does not like that. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Stanley Cup playoffs in Boston. There it is. Beautiful city. Beautiful city. TD Garden, the location for Game 6. Home of the Celtics and the Bruins. It is TD Garden, Game 6, Sabres versus Bruins. Like I said, guys, can't really show too much of the TV because NHL, ESPN, they don't really like that. Could get copyright real quick. As well, also keeping the volume low just to kind of try to avoid any problems as well with that. Recently, ladies and gentlemen, I have had to take my car off the road. No longer can I afford insurance. It's a 5.7 Hemi V8 2008 Dodge Durango. Candy apple red, cherry red. My baby, Ruby Rose. That's my bad bitch, Ruby Rose. Gotta take her off the road. Plates are coming off. Can't afford insurance anymore. It's almost like $400 a month for me to drive, and it's not even full coverage. It's like partial liability. It's really not worth it. I'm almost 30 years old, and they have not lowered this. Honestly, insurance to me for everybody that drives should be like $50. The fact that they're charging almost an electric bill, like $300 plus for insurance, is crazy. So guys, I have to take my car off the road. It is bad news, but unfortunately that's just the way my life goes sometimes. Cannot drive anymore, so I am taking my 2008 Dodge Durango 5.7 V8 Hemi off the road. Plates are coming off. She's getting put away in the garage, and maybe one day we'll get to spin the wheels once again, but as for now, I've always been somebody that's kind of got around through public transportation or just walking everywhere. I walk a lot, so it is unfortunate to know that I will have to be taking my car off the road, but like I said, guys, just can no longer afford it. Insurance for me is like an electric bill, and $400, $300 just not really in my budget anymore. So the 5.7 Hemi V8 2008 Dodge Durango, my bad bitch Ruby Rose, coming off the road, taking the plates off. Unfortunately, cannot afford to do it anymore. Yeah, if it was me, I think everybody in the world should have to pay like $50 for car insurance. Apparently, I'm almost 30, and that shit is like $400, so I can't do it. I definitely can't do it. No. Alex Tuch has 3 goals and 3 assists in the series. Alex Lyon is in net for the Buffalo Sabres tonight. He's only allowed 4 goals on 85 shots this series, which honestly, statistically, is good save percentage.
The visiting team has won each of the last 4 games in this series. National anthem, opening face-off right after this.
When it gets to Game 6, they're saying it's usually the visiting team who wins the series. Can it happen tonight in Boston for the Buffalo Sabres, who are looking for their first playoff series win since 2007? I still had dreams of being a pro wrestler. Probably was walking around with my Stormtrooper white Darth Vader Battlefront Edition PSP.
Hey, that's crazy. We work with IBM.
There were some good memories with that PSP.
Right, that makes sense.
Unsubscribe, yeah?
Let's create smart business. IBM.
Holy smokes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, ghosts and goblins, witches and wizards, vampires and werewolves, we are just about ready for puck drop now in Boston. The Sabres versus the Bruins. Grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack. What are you sipping on? Some soda, Kool-Aid, Gatorade, body armor. Maybe you got like some of them, you got like plain water, but you're doing like the Milo drops, them little like fruit flavor drops. I fuck with that. I ain't got no problem with that. I just don't like no plain water. Every time I had plain water, it makes me feel like I want to throw up. Literally. Look, guys, I'm telling you right now, athletics perspective. If you're going to drink water, throw some electrolytes in it. Throw some of them fucking electrolytes and low body sugar enhancers in the fucking water. Put some sugar in that bitch so it's not just plain water, and you will see a difference. Because I cannot just be living and burning off straight pure water. It is unrealistic to me. I don't. Every time I taste fucking straight water, it's like it makes me want to throw up. It just sits in my stomach when I'm working out, and when I was like doing sports growing up, I always had to have like electrolytes or sugar added to my water if I was gonna drink water. But of course that's nothing. Again, they just sell like those little like Milo bottles and shit. Again, I would always go for something with electrolytes and sugar, just so my water wasn't straight, regular, pure water. Because that was never something that I could actually burn off. That was not something that my system could run on.
Great, right? Nice job, Dad.
Puck drop in Boston, ladies and gentlemen. It is up to the Bruins to force a Game 7. If they do force Game 7, it will be in Buffalo, New York, and then the Sabres' backs will really be against the wall. But the Buffalo Sabres have the chance tonight to end this series. Can the Buffalo Sabres get it done? In Boston, Massachusetts. Hostile territory, right? Coming into the opponent's home. Stacked TD Garden here for the playoffs.
Back inside TD Garden, here's public address announcer James.
And it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for the national anthems. We are ready for the playoffs.
If you're able, please rise and remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem. Accompanied by Bruins organist Ron Poster, please welcome Todd Angeli.
I do have the AC on in the back, so I might turn that off just in case there's a little bit of some noise going on in the background. Definitely avoid all that ambient noise going on back there. So we're turning off the AC, ladies and gentlemen. AC is off. Ambient noise is gone. We got the game on the 50-inch TCL. Ready for Game 6 in Boston. National anthems are starting. It is time for some playoff hockey. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I am unfortunately going to have to take my vehicle off the road. The 5.7 Hemi V8 2008 Dodge Durango. My bitch Ruby Rose, the bad bitch Ruby Rose, coming off the road, taking the plates off her. Just can't afford the insurance anymore. If anybody out there would like to show your support tonight, again, likes, subscribes, it all helps me out. Recently, we've been working our way to that 300 goal, which really means a lot. Anybody out there trying to help me, again, thank you so much, because that gets us one step closer to trying to go for that YouTube partnership, trying to become moderated, so I can have the videos moderated, monetized, as many others would say. Get to that 300 subscriber goal, one step closer to the 500 subscriber goal. Go for that YouTube partnership. Possibly even start monetizing some videos here and there. But of course, if anybody would like to donate or tip, you cannot do so on YouTube because I am not partnered and I am not monetized. So if you did want to donate or tip, you can do so, and you are allowed to do so through a third-party service. I use Cash App. My Cash App is $OVO Demonic. So again, you won't be able to tip here or donate on YouTube for a while until I actually get that YouTube partnership and our videos are monetized. But that is the only way on YouTube where if you're live streaming, you are able to donate or tip to somebody because they're a YouTube partner and they are monetized. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially ready for Game 6 in Boston, Massachusetts. Puck drop gets restarted here at the opening. And now it goes immediately to Boston. Off the face-off win, center ice, this one gets sent back down by the Buffalo Sabres. It is stopped immediately. Frozen biscuit by the Boston Bruins. They freeze the puck. Only 50 seconds have passed in the opening first.
He was injured in the last game. In the first period, it did not return. And on defense, Michael Kesselring
face-off at the red dot. In Boston zone. Gets restarted. Change up for the Sabres. That one off the boards. Teams fighting for it around the boards here. Looks like Boston has control of it. And now moving it past center ice. Over the blue line. Dangle on the Buffalo Sabres. Good shot there. Good dangle and a good move to get that Buffalo Sabres player off balance. Now puck on Pasternak. He gets intercepted on that pass. This goes back to Tage Thompson for the Buffalo Sabres. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy Swayman out of the net for the Bruins. He sends that one back to his teammates. Fight for it along the boards here. 19 minutes remain in the first fight. Sabres got control of the puck in the Bruins zone. Shot on net. That one gets sent off. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Bruins trying to clear this one out of their zone. They're under a lot of pressure here. Sabres still have it. Sabres still working the puck around in the Bruins zone. Passing, nice shot from the blue line. That doesn't go. Good pressure here. Good time of possession on the puck. Sabres still trying to keep Boston off of it. And it is Middlestat with a good hit on the Sabres there. Him and Geeky. 2-on-1 there. Sabres outnumbered. Now Bruins control the puck. Dump and chase by the Bruins. You know that's not going to get it done in the playoffs. That is not the strategy at all. Now Sabres control it down the ice. 1-on-1. Almost a fucking... You got to take your shot on that, man. You got to take your shot there. I don't know who had the puck. But what a fucking choke artist. Had his man beat. All you got to do is fucking take a shot at the net. Now back to him on the wing. This one offsides Buffalo. It was Zucker who had a chance at it. Didn't even fucking commit to a shot. Had his man beat. Gets in front of the net. And just doesn't even fucking let one off his stick. What a wasted opportunity. Zucker, you got to be able to commit to it. Once you get in front of the net, Zucker looked like he wanted a greasy one. Just couldn't get it past, or he just didn't want to take a shot. Whatever it was, he hesitated too much. Nothing on the board yet for the Buffalo Sabres. Now, puck behind the net. This one goes back to Boston. Boston clears it. Lyons calls the icing, now plays it himself. So no icing on the call. After Lyons played the puck, the goaltender defender for the Buffalo Sabres touched the puck. Wanted the icing, but decided it might have been the correct move. Right now, Buffalo's still trying to fight for the puck here. Bruins with control at center ice. Now over the blue line, that's offsides on Boston. Ladies and gentlemen, Game 6, the Buffalo Sabres versus the Boston Bruins.
Stanley was struck with a nasty stomach bug the last 2 days. Couldn't eat anything. They kept him away from the team.
No idea how they still have 0-0 shots calculated when there have been shots on the net. So yeah, whoever is in that shot department counting the shots right now, you're doing a terrible job. What game are you watching, buddy? All right, here we go. Sabres over center ice, over the blue line. Tage Thompson trying to make something happen here for the boys. Pass off. That one couldn't hit its target. Now, Bruins trying to take it over the blue line. Buffalo defense there, though. Now Sabres once again in the Bruins zone. Here we go. 26, Dahlin holding it. Goal for the Buffalo Sabres off the pass from Rasmus Dahlin. Ladies and gentlemen, the Buffalo Sabres strike first in Game 6. It is official. Ladies and gentlemen, the Buffalo Sabres draw blood in the first period. Pull out your sabers, pull out your katanas, pull out the swords, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting them bloody tonight in Game 6. The Sabres, the saber-toothed Tigers, the saber-toothed Predators are on the board in the first with 1 goal over the Boston Bruins. Let's hear it for the boys in the royal blue and gold. All right, we'll put those away now. But the Sabres are first on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Here in Game 6, you'll love to see it. Now, it is the Sabres trying to keep control of the puck in their zone. So defensive zone here for Buffalo right now. Now center ice, Buffalo trying to get it past the blue line. Pass. This one, shot on net. And that's another goal. They're calling it another goal. It is waved off. The referees say no goal. Sabres wanted the goal. Maybe Jeremy Swayman got just enough on it before the whistle. They're saying high sticking on the last goal.
Hey, this guy's really short. It's Zach Benson, but you can see Benson is going to knock this puck. It's up almost over.
Yeah, he pretty much took a fucking baseball swing at it.
But this is the right call.
Like he's out there playing for the Toronto Blue Jays. But this ain't baseball, goddammit. This is hockey. We can't be baseball swinging out there, boys. We gotta fucking shoot the puck. We gotta get it past the fucking goalie. We gotta snipe it. We gotta dangle it. We gotta make some plays. I don't care if we gotta get a greasy one. I don't care if we gotta do some real greaseball shit to make it past the Boston Bruins. But we are gonna fucking do whatever it takes. That was actually a nice shot at it. It did get batted down into the net, so it was waved off, no goal, but it is still 1-0 the Buffalo Sabres. Almost a 2-0 back-to-back seconds apart, but last goal waved off. Buffalo Sabres 1-0, 15:50 still left in the first period. Alex Tuch, great pass here. Great effort there. Alex Tuch to Thompson. This one goes to Dahlin. This is the last goal. And then Tuch just right in front of the net after the pass from Dahlin. So it's really been a lot of chemistry and a lot of teamwork on that last play from Dahlin, Tuch, and Thompson. You can really see those 3 players for Buffalo in chemistry and at work for that last goal. Now the Bruins control it in their zone. This one off the boards. Looks like it's going to go back to Buffalo. No, ends up in the hands of the Bruins, who just takes a shot and then a hit at center ice. Good forecheck there, laying the smack down on the Boston Bruins. Now, this gets over blue line for Boston. This one intercepted by Tage Thompson. Now Buffalo, dump and chase, goes for the line change. Get some fresh blades on the ice.
Time for some numbers powered by the SAP Coaching Insights app. And those numbers puzzling to Marco Sturm and the Bruins. They were the second best home team in the league in the regular season.
So, ladies and gentlemen, right now, the pressure is on the Boston Bruins. Not only this Game 6 to take it to a Game 7, but now they are down a goal. Buffalo strikes first in the first period. And now Boston fighting from behind.
24 road wins during the regular season. Only Colorado had more. Yeah, 26 wins at home, 24 on the road there. You can see in the early part of this game when the Sabres are...
I don't understand who's keeping track of the shot tracker in the booth for this game, but they literally have one shot Or here we go. They changed it now. 5 shot attempts to 1. So now they finally realized their mistake. But yeah, that was not... They literally had like 1 shot for Buffalo this entire time. Some other current scores right now. Tampa Bay, Montreal 0-0. End of the first. Vegas and Utah, I believe, 1-0, they said. Utah. This one goes to the Buffalo defensive zone. Now the Bruins with control in their defensive zone. Going center ice now with the puck over the blue line. Passing here for Boston. This one around the boards. Boston still keeps control of it. Front of the net chance here for Boston. This one goes behind the net. Now Boston still trying to pass it around. Shots here for Boston. Can't find the target. Buffalo trying to defensively keep up the pace here with this Boston attack. Now the Sabres get it back. Sabres over the blue line in the Boston zone. On the attack for Buffalo. Sabres get it to the blue line. Byram working the stick. Now, good passes here. This one goes back. Gotta take it back a little bit. Avoid the offsides. Also go for the line change there for Buffalo. Where the hell is our goalie at? Oh, we have an empty... They sent out the extra man, and there's an empty net for Buffalo because there is a delayed penalty.
And the penalty called against Boston.
So penalty on Boston here. 21 for Boston. That is a cross-check on Boston. Right into the glass. Sends Benson into the glass. Hit him twice as well with the cross-check. So yeah, that's going to be a no-no. Alex Tuck with the only goal so far in this game. And it was for the Buffalo Sabres. 1-0 right now. Alex Tuck and the Sabres over the Boston Bruins. And when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, Boston suffering from a penalty. So the Sabres will be on the power play. Boston has to send out the penalty killers.
But that never happened. Thanks to the guy who left, help arrived in under an hour.
It feels good to get help fast. It feels good to Geico.
We're here for our convertible.
How about an SUV? Want to get out of here?
Where are those trucks? We're right here.
Whatever it is, we're here for it.
From sauce to dust to nuggets. Diablo dusted crispy chicken nuggets. Are they hot? No. Like you said, they're Diablo. New Diablo dusted crispy chicken nuggets. Only at Taco Bell.
Bring on the fun and bring home a new Honda. Road trips won't wait. Neither should you. So bring on the thrills with a Honda Hybrid. Hit the road with high-tech features like available Google built-in and the efficiency of the Honda Hybrid. All from the 2025 Kelley Blue Book Best Performance Brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today. Honda, proud partner of Team USA.
Sabres a 1-0 lead and a chance to extend it on the power play.
Thanks to Alex Tuck, ladies and gentlemen, the Buffalo Sabres leading this game and the first period currently. 13:31 remain. It is a Buffalo power play right now. 2 minutes on the power play for Buffalo after that last penalty on Boston for cross-checking. Now, ladies and gentlemen, face off at the red dot in Boston territory.
They need to find shots from Thompson on this power play.
Won by Boston. Sabres get it right back. Tage Thompson able to get it right back for the Sabres now. Sabres passing the puck around here. Trying to slow down the game a little bit. They do have 2 minutes for this power play. Don't got to rush anything. Keep passing it. Keep getting good looks at it. That one, good shot. Player falls down in front of the net for Buffalo. Couldn't get it past Swayman. The goaltender defender for Boston now. Buffalo chips it down, little dump and chase. Buffalo gets right to it immediately. Now the Sabres, one-timer, just over the red paint. Now Duane passes it back to Thompson. Tage Thompson, Tommy 20. Tage Thompson takes a shot at it. Number 72 cannot find it. Swayman, an absolute brick wall on that shot.
Okay, but we're going to see the shot here from Thompson. Ruff is talking about rebounds. Where's Zucker? He's receiving that. And it's Thompson. He's going to wait on the
Alex
side
Tuck
of the
gets
key.
knocked down in front of the net.
Got enough traffic.
But Tage Thompson did take a look at it.
Zucker's on the
Tried to get one for the boys, just couldn't find it. Now the Sabres back to work. Passing it around here. This one, Norris literally passed it to the fucking boards. Literally nobody's there, buddy. All right, here we go. Buffalo Sabres get it right back. After being sent down the ice from the penalty killers, Duane skating it past center ice. Passes it back. McLeod. McLeod now. Trying to dump it around the boards. Good pass. Doan has it for the Sabres. Now right back to McLeod. One-timer, Duane. That one gets waved off by Boston. Alex Lyons steps out of the net, slows it down. Puck back in control for the Sabres. Only 30 seconds remain on the power play. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the Sabres power play is struggling a whole lot in this series. They have not found a lot of goals on their opportunities, which you hate to see it. If our defense isn't our weakest, it's definitely the fucking power play lines, because they just got killed once again by Boston's penalty killers. Sabres cannot find anything off of the power play. Boston kills it. There is 11:29 left in the first, and it is 1-0 Buffalo over Boston.
But a better looking power play lately for Buffalo. Here's the Duane shot. I like this much better. Look at that.
They said it was a little bit of a better power play look, but honestly it looked exactly the same from what I've seen the last fucking 6 games for the Buffalo Sabres.
This one's a goal crease.
Good chance right there from Benson and what looked like Doan. Benson and Doan right in front of the goal crease right there. Almost had a nice one. But unfortunately, again, Swayman just a stone wall right now in the goalie net. This one, center ice face-off. Won by the Sabres now. Passing by the Sabres. Buffalo controls it. Shot in front of the net. That one goes out of bounds. Stop on play.
The NHL app is your place to get every highlight from every game of every series. Behind-the-scenes playoff content you won't get.
Ladies and gentlemen, currently the Buffalo Sabres lead 1-0 over the Boston Bruins in this first period. 11:14 remain.
Well, the Bruins talk about
Penalty kills still really solid for the Bruins. If the Sabres defense isn't the weakest link, then it has to be their power play unit. Now face-off won by the Bruins. Past center ice here. Over the blue line, dumping by the Bruins. On the attack, trying to get the puck. They do. Boston has it. Now, good checks there from the Sabres. Able to knock down some Boston players. Now the Sabres get it back. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Buffalo playing it down the boards. Little dump in there from number 29 for the Sabres. Here we go. Tage Thompson back behind the net as well, trying to get it. But it is Boston who end up with control of the puck. And now that one, way too wide of a pass, ends up in the hands of the Sabres. Good check there from a Bruins player who didn't even have a stick. Able to do a little check from behind. All legal in the game of hockey, especially when the opponent has the puck. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Sabres trying to work the puck around. This one little dump way too deep from Buffalo. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Boston Bruins on the attack over the blue line. Behind the net, this one goes around the boards. 26 is there for Boston. Now, Sabres get it back. Number 4, I believe that is Benson for the Buffalo Sabres. He's in a 1-on-3 right now. Too many numbers. Too much defense takes him down. Sabres lost control. Here's a one-timer opportunity. on the breakaway for number 11 after he was coming off the bench for Boston. Had a very good opportunity, but it was Alex Lyon who was a brick wall, brick by brick here for the Buffalo Sabres in net. Just turned that one away. Not allowing it. Good showstopper save there from Alex Lyons in net for the Buffalo Sabres. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this puck goes around the boards, ends up in the Sabres defensive zone. Bruins on the attack here, trying to get something back, still down 1-0. That one intercepted by Boston. Now they are passing it around, still here at center ice. Taking it back to their zone, now over the blue line. Oh, Bruins tried to take a shot on it, missed. Too many mistakes on that play. Now Sabres trying to make something happen, take a shot at it, this one. Way off. Now 22 for the Sabres, takes it over the blue line, gets pickpocketed. Now Boston out there with Pasta. That's a good look at it. That one can't find it. 92 and Pasta had a good chance right there for the Bruins. Still once again trying to get a goal here back for Boston. Now the Sabres end up with it. Sabres defensively passing it around the ice. But it is Boston who end up with it. Zucca gets it past the Sabres. Now around the boards, it is Boston sending it down into their zone. Buffalo has control of it. 72, Thompson takes a shot. That one couldn't find the back of the net. Now Sabres trying to slow things down again. Get another opportunity at the net here. Sabres working the puck around. Nice passing. Good shot. Score from the Buffalo Sabres. It is 2-0, ladies and gentlemen. Draw the Sabres, ladies and gentlemen. Draw your blades. We're drawing the blades. Draw your Sabres. Jack Sparrow would be proud. Captain Jack. We're looking like the Pirates of the Caribbean, ladies and gentlemen. The Buffalo Sabres are 2-0 in this first period. 2 goals. That last goal from Samuelson, the big boy. I think he's 6'7", on the Buffalo Sabres defense. He's an absolute goon. He's been laying down the body, laying down the smackdown on the Boston Bruins. Samuelson makes this a 2-0 game for the Buffalo Sabres. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the board with 2. We have struck. The blood is on our blades. And the Bruins are absolutely under attack. They might as well be sounding the alarm. They might as well be given the distress call, because this is a lot how I believe Game 4 looked when we streamed as well. That one, absolute brick wall from Lyon, able to turn that one away. Now 26, Duane behind the net, gets knocked down. Boston laying down the smackdown. Good hits there on Duane, like to see that. Bitch-ass Duane gets knocked down, lost the puck. That one goes right back to Boston, and it is Boston who sends it out of play, and it is stop on play. But the score is 2-0. Casey Middlestat with some good looks at Alex Lyon and the Sabres net. Casey Middlestat, a former Buffalo Sabre. Some opportunities there, missed opportunities. This one, ladies and gentlemen, right now looking a lot like Game 4 from that 6-1 victory in Boston. Currently, the Sabres have struck twice. We have drawn the Sabres twice. There is blood on the blades. It is Buffalo right now 2-0 over the Boston Bruins.
That's it. We're switching teams.
You can't just switch.
I mean, we just switched to Verizon. Got a new iPhone 17 online. This Mother's Day, switch mom to Verizon and get iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch all on us.
AT&T's fast.
Thank you to everybody out there checking out the channel, spending some time with me tonight to watch some NHL 2026 playoff hockey again. I'm in Buffalo, New York, watching this on the 50-inch TCL. Thank God, got the best seat in the house technically for this playoff game. But this game is taking place in Boston at the TD Garden, home of the Celtics and Bruins. Well, right now the Bruins are under attack. Sabres with the 2-0 lead advantage so far in the first period.
Basketball, not burgers.
DraftKings is the best place to bet the biggest stars in the game. New DraftKings customers turn $5 into $1.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, just want to say very quickly thank you to anybody out there who has been subscribing, liking the videos, and even just spending some time with me to hang out and check out the streams, hang out during the streams, spend some time with your boy, watching some live playoff hockey. It definitely means a lot to me, to all of your support and contributions. Again, my current goal for the channel is to hit 300 subscribers. So once I hit 300 subscribers, I'm going to have to think of something fun and special to do here to celebrate on the channel. But again, guys, none of it would ever be possible without you and anybody out there taking the time to check out these videos and hang out with me. So again, anybody out there who does take the time, it's all possible because of you. Here we go, face-off win for the Sabres. But it's getting a little scrappy do down there now with the Boston Bruins down 2-0. They're definitely going to be playing a lot more aggressively. This one offsides, so the plate is stopped.
This is the third. Buffalo's outscored the Bruins 6-0. Coming up later tonight on ESPN, Game 6, Vegas at Utah. The VGK can wrap up that series tonight. Second round begins tomorrow night, primetime on ABC.
I would like to see the Vegas Golden Knights win their series. I'm a big fan of the Vegas Golden Knights. Love Vegas, the city. Maybe we'll have a chance to perform there one day. I would love to perform at the Spear. I mean, that looks like a crazy-ass venue. Vegas, the city of entertainment, Sin City. Hopefully they can get it done against Utah, a new hockey club actually established recently in the NHL. And this is definitely going to be some salt in the wounds for the Boston Bruins as they take another penalty. Player in the box, 45.
This pass hits Benson in there.
Hits Benson.
And ricochets forward. He goes after it so quickly.
Benson, one of the youngest players right now on the Buffalo Sabres roster, I believe only 20 years old. So Benson does take a big shot right there, trying to make a play on the puck. Ends up in a power play for the Buffalo Sabres, so good effort there from Benson. 2 minutes on the power play. Of course, this has been another one of the weaker things here for the Buffalo Sabres that they've needed to work on. But another opportunity here. And when you get this many opportunities against a team like Boston, who have been one of the #1 penalty teams, I mean, they've suffered a lot of penalties this season, a lot of mistakes from the Boston Bruins, and the Sabres just can't find a way to capitalize on it. That's unfortunate, because when you think about the teams that don't make a lot of those mistakes and aren't going to take a lot of those penalties, they're not going to give Buffalo a lot of chances to put a lot of goals in the net. So Tage Thompson working the puck around here for the Sabres. This one in the Bruins zone. Buffalo right now has Josh Norris out there, Darlene, Tage Thompson. Darlene with a shot. That one gets frozen up by the goalie. 1 minute remains on the power play for the Buffalo Sabres. My current 4 favorite players for the Buffalo Sabres: Tage Thompson, Owen Power, Jack Quinn, and Ukko Pekka-Luukkonen, who has not played much this series against Boston. Considering statistically, Alex Lyons does have the better stats against the Bruins. So he has been favorited in the net against the Bruins in this series. McLeod out there on the face-off for the Sabres. Face-off in the Bruins zone, won by the Sabres. Still on the power play. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Sabres working it around. Sabres getting right back to work in front of the net. That one goes way too wide.
45 more seconds on the
45 seconds on the power play, ladies and gentlemen. Byram takes a shot at it. That one flies past. Sabres still on the attack. 35 seconds left in the power play.
He has it back from Byram.
All pressure right here from the Sabres. Time of possession.
A little too hot to handle for Dahl. He kept the puck as
Nice dribble right there from the Sabres behind the net. This one ends up in front of the net, but it is frozen up with 19 seconds left on the power play. 4 minutes and 47 remain in the first, with the Buffalo Sabres still up 2-0. Might as well get them Timmy Hortons donuts ready for the Boston Bruins, because right now, after this period, the Boston Bruins are still scoreless. Some Tim Hortons donut holes for the Boston Bruins. Timmy Hose. Timmy Hose. 19 seconds on the Buffalo power play. This one face-off zone.
he was agitated when he got pulled, agitated his teammates.
Dumped out by Boston now.
They hung him out to dry.
Slowed down again by the Sabres. Over center ice, Dahlin passes it back. Thompson works up the ice now. Sabres get Thompson behind the net. Thompson still controls shot. That one can't find the mark. Sabres still have it. That one, another unsuccessful power play for the Sabres. You hate to see that. There's been almost no goals on every single Buffalo Sabres power play, but now the Sabres still have control of the puck in the Bruins zone, but with the Bruins at even strength, it's going to be a little more difficult. Thompson, all the way from the blue line, takes a shot. That one gets deflected, now goes back to Boston. That's intercepted right there by the Sabres, who was the only one there for the Sabres now. Sabres trying to apply some pressure in the Bruins zone. Will the Bruins get it out to their man? It is Pasta over the blue line. Gets pickpocketed by the Sabres now. Bruins still with control. Good shot in front of the net for Boston. Defensively, everybody there doing their job. No goal, and now Bruins still trying to find one another shot. That one, rebound chance for Boston, ends up in Buffalo. Now they send it down the ice. Boston, center ice now, take a shot right at the net. It is Lyon who was ready for that one. Buffalo over center ice. Buffalo, man advantage, take the cheap shot, just a little slap shot, a little wrist shot down there on the goalie, and it's covered up, and we're going to another puck drop. It is the 2026 NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. Boston Bruins versus the Buffalo Sabres. Right now, my Buffalo Sabres up 2-0. During the intermission, ladies and gentlemen, I am just going to take a little trip upstairs, grab myself a little drink, a little bit more of my blue lemonade Kool-Aid. Of course, it's got to be all blue tonight for the Sabres. Like I said, Friday night SmackDown, we got the blue lights. I am wearing the red jersey, of course. We're trying to take everything that could have went possibly wrong in the last game away, so no more red lights tonight. Friday night SmackDown, we got the blue lights. And the blue lights for the Sabres so far have got the job done. It is 2-0 in Boston. First period almost up. When the first intermission comes, I'm going to take a trip upstairs, turn on my Sabres light in the kitchen window, because that's also been doing us some justice. I'm going to turn on the Sabres light. Going to grab myself some blue lemonade Kool-Aid.
Back in Boston, Alex Lyon is
And we're going to get ready for the second period.
goalie that can come in and thrive in pressure situations. The Sabres talked about that swagger when they signed him this summer. Heard a great story earlier today. Late in the season when Buffalo is struggling,
The goalie unit for the Buffalo Sabres is something you definitely have to talk about, though. Historic goalies that have played in our franchise. Dominic Hasek, Ryan Miller. The current goalie situation for the Buffalo Sabres, Alex Lyon and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, who honestly I don't have too many problems with. I like our goalies. I do. I do like the goalie situation in Buffalo. It really just comes down more to where I have problems with the defense and the coaching staff. Right now, Sabres control it at center ice. Dahlin dumps it down. You hate to see that. Dahlin stopped giving the puck away. Now, Bruins end up with it. Sabres able to intercept it. Now, look at it. Here for Buffalo. Shot on net. That one, too many bodies in front. Sabres still control it. This one. Got to get skated back to the Sabres zone to avoid the offsides. Now, Sabres take it over the blue line. Shot on net. Can't find it. Sabres take another shot. That one frozen up by Swayman, the Bruins goaltender. Frozen biscuit right now by the Bruins, who are down 2-0. They might be heading into that locker room, and there might be some Tim Hortons donut holes ready for them. Tim Hortons donut holes, some Timmy Hoes, or they got one of them big birthday cakes from Paula's Donuts. I used to have a couple of those in my birthdays back in the day, when I could afford to have a birthday party. But some big birthday cake Paula donut, that big birthday donut cake, gonna be in the locker room for the Boston Bruins. Now, Sabres around the front of the net, get the pass to the front. Can't make it. Now, Sabres still control the puck in Bruins zone. Now, Sabres taking whatever they feel like at the Bruins. It has been all Buffalo right now in this first period, with 1:20 left in the first. Not a whole lot remaining. 1 minute to get it done here for Boston. If this was the third, Boston might as well be packing up their skates and be getting ready to call themselves eliminated, because they are not skating like a team who wants it right now. Officially 1 minute on the dot remain. 2-0 still for the Buffalo Sabres in Game 6, who are looking to close it all out. They're looking to close it all out, ladies and gentlemen, in Boston.
He's opinionated, and if you're going to be that way, it all comes part of your personality.
Some great saves from the Buffalo Sabres goaltender Alex Lyon tonight. You love to see it. An absolute brick wall in the Buffalo Sabres net right now, who in Game 4 was robbed of a shutout. 40 seconds left in the first. This one just getting dumped and chased by the Sabres.
Down to 37 seconds in the period. Here's another.
Now Bruins lose control of it in their zone. Tage Thompson out there trying to end up with the pass. This one. Pass couldn't find Tage. Now the Bruins trying to make something happen here with 20 left on the clock in the first. 20 seconds left here for the Bruins, who do get a pass off here. But right now, the Buffalo Sabres defense able to clear it out of harm's way. Not a lot of danger here from the Bruins in these final seconds. And it is going to be the end of the first period, ladies and gentlemen. The Buffalo Sabres up 2-0 over the Boston Bruins. That's the end of the first. So if that was the end of the game, Buffalo would be moving on to the next round, and Boston, they would be eliminated. But a lot of hockey still left to be played. 2 periods left, so we will see what happens here in Game 6. Can Boston force a Game 7, take it back to Buffalo, and take this thing all the way to the best of 7? Or Can the Sabres finish them and hit them with the fatality in Boston tonight? We will find out.
Get them a little second guessing themselves. They look very solid right now.
Like I said, you got to turn the tide some way. And the only way to do that, ground and pound work in the playoffs. Start getting physical with this team. Change the energy in this game. That's what I want to see.
It's hard to see.
You
can physical look at your shirt.
Oh, yeah. Paint it on, Lee.
It doesn't look like a physical outfit.
I didn't get it from your closet. That's for sure. We know it wasn't in there.
Costs a lot more than everything in my closet combined, I'm sure. Get ready, everybody, for the Expedia First Intermission Report. And he's not wearing a belt either.
And since you bundled home and auto with 24/7 protection, you can hand all the worry over to us.
That's right. At Progressive, it's our job to do the worrying for you.
This candle, for example, awfully close to the curtains. And when was this porch built? Did they have building codes back then?
Are your headlights too bright?
Do people know when you're texting them from the toilet? How many spiders do you really eat in your sleep?
Yes, when you bundle home and auto, you can be free of all these worries and more. Because we're already worrying for you. Oh, and the answer is 8. 8 spiders.
Now, at McDonald's, a McDouble is $2.50. So Miles, Jaden, and Carl have a plan. It's called McDouble Macro Monday. Get more value when you order from the under $3 menu.
And the Blue Moon.
Oh, that is a delicious looking orange slice.
You know, that's actually my son's slice. Go ahead, you can take a bite.
No! Just kidding.
That was a really good one.
The larger one is the dad.
Nothing outshines a blue moon.
Saving time on a great haircut at Great Clips can feel like your own personal power play. And right now in the Great Clips app, you can take advantage of the Power Play sweepstakes. Your chance to win a trip to the Stanley Cup Final for you and 4 friends. Enter on the Great Clips app today.
Not much longer now, and I will also take to the skies.
Me too.
You? No, you will always be a worm.
Just wait and see.
Red Bull gives you wings.
$10 for alarms, $10 for any free toppings, $10 for your choice of hot.
We got Pizza Hut. I do actually like Pizza Hut. I fuck with Pizza Hut. I know it's not like a technical real pizzeria. We have a lot of fucking real pizzerias here in Buffalo. Let me tell you, we got some good ones.
Paying less for less and a good deal.
Some of my favorite pizzerias in Buffalo, Fra Amici, which is literally right up the street from me on Hopkins. Fra Amici is really good. It's like family owned. I love them. They always take care of us. Always great food, great prices even. So like little local spot right up the street from me, Fra Amici's. Gino and Joe's, I really like. It's like a New York style kind of pizza. Gino and Joe's is really good as well. But I do like Pizza Hut, and I've tried Domino's before, but I do fuck with Pizza Hut, even though it's technically not a real pizzeria restaurant or whatever. It's that 90s nostalgia, you know, growing up in the 90s, always seeing Pizza Hut commercials, always wanting to try Pizza Hut. When I tried it, I actually really liked it. So I was like, yeah, it's not too bad, but Pizza Hut and Domino's is okay. Never had Papa John's. In Buffalo, you got a lot of good pizzerias, though. But for me, I gotta have a New York style pizza. I like something real thin, real crispy. New York style is my favorite, of course. And for me, being Italian, like I said, I have no problem with people who eat pineapple on pizza, or if you like anchovies or Hawaiian pizza, whatever. I dislike and absolutely hate breakfast pizza. Breakfast pizza is the worst. I do not understand why breakfast pizza is pizza. I hate breakfast pizza every time somebody's eating it, every time it's ordered. It disappoints me. I would rather just have regular pizza. Why could we not just get the regular pizza instead of breakfast pizza? Another really big pizzeria here in Buffalo, New York is Imperial, which is actually my brother's favorite pizzeria. But their sauce is actually really too sweet, and they use so much of it. I like when pizza has a little bit of sauce, more cheese than sauce. The cheese to sauce ratio has to be there for me. Imperial does way too much sauce, and they're way too sweet with their sauce for me, so I'm not really a fan of Imperial, but they are one of the biggest pizzerias here in Buffalo, New York.
The pull-up, turn-up, every team can do that. This is one of 5 defensemen in the world that can do this. Draw 2 guys,
I have been to the Anchor Bar before, so that's actually nice. Anchor Bar, actually, their chicken wings tasted like chicken wings that I could actually make at home, but it was actually like a good experience getting to go there and be somewhere with like a lot of history. But because, again, I've worked in a lot of pizzerias and restaurants before, I kind of already know how to make chicken wings, so... The chicken wings, usually in Buffalo, once you've had a chicken wing, you've had them all. It's kind of like other cities that don't really know how to get it right. I've seen so many other cities and so many videos where they think like chicken wings are supposed to be breaded and fried. No, you don't fucking bread a chicken wing. It's not fucking breaded chicken. It's not fried chicken. It's a fried chicken wing, but it doesn't have to be a fried piece of chicken. It's not a KFC chicken wing. So that's kind of like the biggest flaw that I've seen in like other cities or other videos when they try to replicate a Buffalo chicken wing. They automatically assume it's like a breaded chicken wing, like a KFC chicken wing or something, and it's definitely not. So they're definitely incorrect on that. And that's why a lot of people don't really know what Buffalo chicken wings are or what they taste like or how to make them. Dude, you literally take the chicken wing and you throw it in grease. You throw it in oil. That's how you make a chicken wing. You have to like cook it for a certain amount of time, so obviously the chicken is cooked. You don't want to eat raw chicken, but you don't have to do any kind of breading for a chicken wing because again, it's not that kind of a chicken wing. Usually most chicken wings in Buffalo are sauced up. I prefer hot sauce. I will always prefer hot sauce. I do like lemon pepper. Garlic parmesan is good. I've tried Loganberry barbecue, which is pretty good. Honey mustard I love. Usually though, I go right for like I usually just get like my chicken wings with hot sauce. Never eat it with ranch. We do not eat chicken wings with ranch. We eat it with blue cheese in Buffalo, New York. That is the original way to eat it. You do not eat chicken wings with ranch in Buffalo. You eat it with blue cheese. That is the traditional way. So all of these other videos and like all these other cities where I've seen them trying to like replicate the chicken wing, it's like they'll bread it. They'll make it like this fucking KFC breaded chicken wing drumstick or something, and then they'll serve it with ranch. So you're completely doing the opposite. You're actually doing the opposite of what the actual Buffalo chicken wing is supposed to be, genius. Like, you literally just take a fucking raw chicken wing, you throw it in oil and grease, and you cook it. It's not that complicated. Now again, when we're talking about seasonings or sauces, everybody's different. Some people in Buffalo like different sauces, of course. Different kind of, sides if you want the ranch, if you want the blue cheese. But honestly, the traditional way of doing it, chicken wings, blue cheese, maybe some carrots and celery on the side.
LLB boat totes are stitched by experts in Maine.
But if I had to give like a top 5 chicken wing sauces, at least for myself, I'm going hot sauce, Buffalo hot sauce, Frank's Red hot sauce, Buffalo hot sauce, whatever. Hot sauce, lemon pepper, garlic parm, honey mustard, Loganberry barbecue. Loganberry is a drink that is kind of also only distinctive to Buffalo, New York. I know it's from Crystal Beach, which used to be like a theme park like Fantasy Island, kind of close here to Buffalo. But essentially, Loganberry started at Crystal Beach and then, became a staple in Buffalo, New York. So Loganberry is also kind of one of those things you can only get here. If any of you come to Buffalo, again, Mighty Taco, Loganberry, roast beef on weck, these are all things, that we are proud of here in Buffalo, New York. I do got my blue Kool-Aid here on the side, ladies and gentlemen. We are just getting ready for this first intermission to end. The Buffalo Sabres are currently up 2-0 over the Boston Bruins. Thank you so much again for checking out the channel and spending some time with me tonight. I'm going to be right back. Just going to step away real quick, use the bathroom. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for checking out the channel. I will be right back.
Kohl's has everything moms want, except alone time and naps. But you're working on that, right? Kohl's Mother's Day gifts feel like a treat. Plus, shop the Friends and Family sale to save more at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
What's her deal?
Well, she went to Metro and saved over $250. She got the new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G for free and no activation fees. Get that more for your money feeling only at Metro.
Welcome back to the Expedia First Intermission Report.
Yeah, what he said. A couple of nights ago, double overtime. Brett Howden picks the pocket of Alex Kerfoot, and then watch the Mike Foligno-like celebration. Oh, he leaps up in the air. There you go, like Mike Foligno did. Here's Howden with our souvenir. Now joined by overtime hero in Game 5, Brett Howden. Brett, it always seems that when the game's on the line, you're accounted for. So what's going to be different about tonight? Can we expect another big goal out of you? What can we expect?
All right, so I am back, ladies and gentlemen. Sabres light is on. We got the blue Kool-Aid ready to go for period number 2. Another thing that I just thought about, it's been 10 days since that last motherfucker put a flag on the game 2 of our Sabres and our Bruins video. So yeah, whoever was working for NHL, apparently they flagged the video, got to copyright it. It's been 10 days. They still haven't responded. Believe it or not, somebody that is working, paid for by the NHL to go around the internet, seeking NHL videos and taking them down, somebody that is getting paid to do this, cannot even read their email after 10 days when somebody has sent them an email explaining to them what the video is about, why the video was created, and why it isn't copyright. Somebody who apparently gets paid by the NHL does not have the time to read their email, but they have the time to go around the internet and on YouTube all day searching for shit that they can take down. I don't know. I don't work for these people. It's been 10 days. It's been 10 days. So apparently after tonight, we will find out if Game 2 will be available on the channel. We're still going to find out. So Game 2, most likely after today, will be available on the channel. At least that's the way I look at it, because it's really been 10 days. Game 2 got flagged, I believe it was the 21st. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I believe it was the 21st. So even if we wanted to say 21st was the first day, that's 10 days. That's 10 days. Maybe Game 2 will be available later after tonight. But again, I don't know. NHL, you got people working for you. They just go around the internet. They just take videos down without even saying anything in the chat, without even starting up a conversation. They just see one thing that they don't like and they say, nope, you don't own that. We're going to take that down. The problem with YouTube is YouTube just allows them to do that shit because YouTube says, okay, yeah, you're the owner. You should be able to take any kind of video you want down if you're the owner of it.
Everyone has something to protect.
So YouTube just allows it to happen, and then you gotta wait a 10-day process for you to get your videos back if the person doesn't respond to your email and feel like you're in the wrong or whatever. But yeah, it's technically been 10 days since that whole thing happened. So my expectation is probably after tonight, Game 2 will also be available on the channel. However much of it we got recorded, probably like up to the 3rd period, from what I can remember. So Game 2 should be available on the channel because, again, I have had no responses from that email that I sent out, and that person that tried to take down the video hasn't tried to contact me back or anything since. So again, NHL has these people on payroll, giving them a paycheck just to remove videos from the internet. Can't even respond to a email explaining why they actually are in the wrong. So, and why they don't have the right to take it down. So, you know,
And 70
it's always a process with the YouTube copyright, as always.
Hydrates better than water.
Gatorade lower sugar commercial, love to see that. Definitely got to be sipping on some Gatorade out there, ladies and gentlemen. Me, myself, I love Body Armor recently. Body Armor is absolutely delicious. I am not sponsored or anything, but Body Armor, if you're watching or you want to hook your boy up, listen, I fuck with you. Body Armor, delicious.
Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today. Honda, proud partner of Team USA.
The road to the NBA Finals is happening now on ESPN and ABC. It's make or break now. Best on best now. Watch him sit with his chest out.
Matthias Samuelsson got the last goal for the Buffalo Sabres, making it a 2-0 game. Currently in Game 6.
NBA Finals. The NBA playoffs continue. ESPN and ABC.
I'm at the ServiceNow AI platform, automating everyday workflows, and when your people aren't bogged down by the small stuff, they can...
Idris Elba is a really good actor. Idris Elba probably like one of my favorite actors right now, currently. Idris Elba, Idris.
I've got this old bike and I got the receipt right here. I'd like for you to beat it with a better deal on the souped up model.
We can't do that.
Verizon does. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill for a better deal.
Not as cool as Verizon.
Sona Bello helped me take
James McAvoy is another good actor who I don't think gets a lot of good opportunities, but every time I watch a movie with him, I definitely enjoy it. For anybody that doesn't know James McAvoy, I got to see him when he played Wesley in Wanted, so that's a really good movie. If anybody never seen the movie Wanted with Wesley, James McAvoy plays the character of Wesley, and he played the split personality antagonist in the movie Split.
You're watching the Stanley Cup playoffs on ESPN, presented by Geico from TD Garden in Boston. Game 6 of the series, Buffalo leads.
Game 6, second period, starting up right now, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Buffalo Sabres and the Boston Bruins. Currently, right now, Buffalo lead 2-0. Gotta believe in that locker room, in that Boston Bruins locker room, they were munching on some Timmy Hoes. Some Timmy Hoes. Donut holes being passed around right now to the Boston Bruins as they're still sitting at 0. Moving into the second period. Ladies and gentlemen, game time is here. It's time to play the game. Time to play the game! Ray Ferraro has 21 playoff goals, apparently. Sun just about setting now in Buffalo, New York, after an hour of when it's supposed to set. What? We are at about 8:38 right now. Puck just dropped for the second. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Sabres control it. Past center ice, that one dump and chase, icing on Buffalo.
Against the Sabres, here's Emily Kaplan.
Well, Sean, in the Sabres' first opportunity to clinch, Lindy Ruff told us that he noticed his team was a little tight, anxious, and that's natural. Just talk to Seth Appert, their assistant coach. And
Buffalo Sabres have 18 straight seasons without playoff series win.
The biggest issue in Game 5 was that our D was passive. What we love tonight is that they're active, they're pinching, they're engaging. We need to make sure the forwards are still getting back, though, so they can support them.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, face off in the Sabres zone. This one chipped out by the Sabres defense. Now over the blue line, dumped in by Alex Tuck. Hate to see that. Kind of just giving the puck away here to Boston, which is exactly what ends up happening. And now Boston skating with some spirit here. They're skating with some force on the ice. They definitely are trying to fight back from the 2-goal deficit. This one sent down the ice by Buffalo. Behind the net for Boston now in Boston territory. Fight for it along the boards. Now Boston trying to clear it out of there. Sabres get it back. Chipped down by the Sabres around the boards. Goes right back to Boston. We are not going to win this game by doing dump and chase. We are not going to win this game by doing dump and chase style of play, ladies and gentlemen. The Sabres have to remain on the attack. They cannot be giving up possessions when they get sticks on the puck. Now the Bruins sending it down and around the boards. This one goes to the Sabres. Boston gets it back off a pickpocket at center ice. Now Pasta. Pass down to the blue line. One-timer couldn't go. This one gets sent right back to Pasta, and the Bruins, who that time capitalized. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bruins get one back. And it is a celebration in Boston off of that crystal clear pass from Pasta. Pasta starts the play by hitting a Sabres player.
Zaka's pass goes right on the tape. He's basically saying, give me that pass. The Zaka pass is perfect. Lyon can't catch up to him.
Lyon can't even get there fast enough.
Pasternak's hit turns the puck over, and the Bruins are in the game.
It is a goal for the Boston Bruins, ladies and gentlemen. That one being credited David Pastrnak. So apparently David Pastrnak took the pass from Zaka, and it was credited a David Pastrnak goal, who did set up the play at center ice off the hit. Received the pass off Zaka's stick and then just buried it deep in the Buffalo Sabres net. You can't give Pastrnak a lot of chances like that. He will execute every single time, and that's exactly what happens right there for the Boston Bruins. Now, that should be a stop on play after players literally went into the Sabres net. You're not allowed to hit the net or remove it from play. But Sabres keeping the puck in the Bruins zone right here. This one now goes back to the Sabres zone. Boston fighting for it. Sabres do clear it now. Boston right on it. Lost control of the pass. Sabres end up with it, but nobody there to receive the pass for the Buffalo Sabres. Now fight along the boards. Buffalo with control. Power tried the one-timer, couldn't find anything. Hit somebody down low. This one sent out by the Bruins now. Tage Thompson gets a stick on the puck, lost control. Sabres get it back at center ice. Sabres on the attack after Josh Stone pickpocketed the Bruins. Couldn't make anything happen off of that play though now. The Boston Bruins passing it around the ice as they try to get fresh skates on there off the line change. Now, Bruins moving with some momentum after that last goal from David Pastrnak. Setting up things for the Boston Bruins. Getting some energy back in Boston and in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, this puck right now in the Bruins zone. It is the Bruins able to keep that out of danger now. Sending it back into Sabres territory. Sabres don't like that. Got some hits going down on the ice. Love to see it. You got to get physical in the playoffs every single time. I'm no stranger to getting the knuckles bloody. But you got to get your hands dirty in the playoffs. Any game, essentially, when you're playing hockey. You're going to have to get your knuckles a little bloody. Yes, it was a pass from Zaka to Pastrnak. So the pass from Zaka right to Pastrnak, and he just buries it. Alex Lyon couldn't even fucking keep up with it. Now face off in Bruins territory. This one gets restarted. 15:26 still remain in the second. Face off win goes to Boston.
Here's Yoki Haru up for Pasternak. 42 career.
Now Boston
for Pasternak.
lost a chance on that pass. That's offsides.
Bruins history's one behind David Krejci for 6. ISO can go. Yes.
15 minutes, 30 seconds remain in the second, ladies and gentlemen. Boston have gotten 1 goal back. So it is a 1-goal lead for the Sabres. Still 2-1. But only a 1-goal lead now for Buffalo.
Pasternak went down the runway. You wonder if that was an equipment issue.
I guess them donut holes from Timmy Holes definitely helped out the Boston Bruins. A little bit of the Timmy Hose in the locker room. Put some fight back here in the Boston Bruins. They got 1 right back on the board. Pasternak, like I said, you can't, Pasternak is one of them guys that they really got to watch out for on the ice. Great playmaker. We know the skill level. This is a former Toronto Maple Leaf we're talking about here. Looks like he got shaken up a little bit, though. He's taking a step off the ice. Maybe getting headed back to that injury protocol really quick. Getting a second look at him before he heads back out here. Pasta might be a little shaken up the remainder of this game, which could potentially be good news here for the Buffalo Sabres. So Pasta is currently shaken up. He's not out there for his team, not on the bench, had to take a step back to the locker room. You gotta imagine the injury staff, taking a second look at him. This one goes to the front of the Bruins net, covered up immediately by Swayman, who's still trying to keep this game within reach for the Bruins.
Time of the game is the Bruins have come back into the game at 2-1, and I go back to that.
So now they're sending Pasta back out there. Maybe not even an injury situation. Maybe just an equipment situation, as they were saying earlier. Maybe just a lost blade on the skate, chipped blade, anything. Needs a different stick. Who knows? Pasta, after that last goal, said, you know what, I got to change it up on that ass. Maybe put so much effort into that last goal, he absolutely blew out the skates. And now the skates are going to end up in the fucking Museum of History for Boston for Game 6 against the Sabres when Pasternak made it a 1-goal game. McLeod out there for the Buffalo Sabres. Love to see that. This face-off going to be in Bruins territory. Now, face-off. Bruins win it. That one goes right back to Boston in their zone. Sabres slipping all over the ice. Can't even get a stick on it. Now this one dumped around the boards. Buffalo chipping it around now. Buffalo ends up with it. Here goes Buffalo now trying to pass it around, but it is Boston right there to put a stop on that immediately. And Buffalo now defensively in their zone, trying to keep this game within theirs. Now, Sabres, center ice, pass it around over the blue line. Sabres can't find anything here.
6 minutes played. Second period, 2-1 Buffalo win tonight. They're on to the second round.
Boston, great look at it here. Sabres do have numbers advantage, but Boston does control the puck in the Sabres defensive zone now. The Bruins passing it around behind the net. Fight along the boards here. Puck is loose. This one goes right back to... No, almost went to Buffalo. Now it's Buffalo. But unfortunately, that one right back to Boston, who has been playing a back-and-forth tic-tac-toe game with the Sabres in this period. And now Boston end up in front of the net. Chance there for the Bruins. Sabres defense able to clear it. Puck still in the Sabres defensive zone. So a lot of pressure here still from the Bruins. No penalty. No penalties. All fair game right now. There's a trip. There's a trip on the Sabres. No call, however. And Sabres now taking it over the blue line. 1-on-2. Sabres just dump it down. This one slowed down by the Bruins. And Boston wants a call. And now it is a Buffalo Sabres power play once again. As Boston were looking for some kind of penalty call, but they're not going to get it.
The Bruins will be short.
12:55 remain in the second.
David Pasternak's one-timer off the Zaka pass.
David Pasternak's one-timer has absolutely put the energy back in TD Garden. The energy is back for the Boston Bruins after that David Pastrnak goal. Still a lot of time left to be played in the second. And when we come back, the Buffalo Sabres will be getting handed another power play opportunity.
The insurance people? They're more than insurance. Auditor can talk to their financial professionals or his own about Mass Mutual solutions that fit his goals.
Time to order. Susanna's hungry.
Yes. Brandon is getting sizzling fajitas.
So far, if I do say so myself, the boys in the royal blue and gold have been trying to hold down their ice, trying to keep the puck out of their side of the ice, but recently in the second period, a lot of pressure here from the Boston Bruins. They came out ready to go after that intermission. Them Tim Hortons donut holes must have fucking put something back in their stomach, because now the Boston Bruins are absolutely hungry for Game 7. Once again, this is Game 6. Boston, if they win, they can take it to Game 7 in Buffalo, extend the series to the best of 7. And then for Buffalo, if they win tonight in Game 6, they eliminate the Boston Bruins and they move on to the next round. So, with the series lead as well, the Boston Bruins have their backs against the wall. They are, one game away here, one loss away from elimination. But the Buffalo Sabres can choke it all away. They can throw it all away and embarrass themselves here in a national playoffs in 2026. Not only with a series lead, but all you got to do is win one more, Buffalo. Game 6, Game 7, you just need one more. All you literally have to do from this point on, if they wanted to play defense the best to their ability, this game would still go to the Buffalo Sabres in the end. Boston still need that one goal to tie it up. Right now, Buffalo, however, playing like they're the ones down. And that's not what I like to see out of this team at all. I can tell just out of their body language and from the way that they're skating, the Sabres are feeling uncomfortable right now. But here comes McLeod. 4 Sabres moving it past the blue line. Now, nice dangle right there. Nice puck dribble, but too far of a pass to Duane. Sends it back, and this is going to go offsides for the Sabres. And a high sticking as well for Duane. Duane, you can't fucking raise your stick that high, idiot. Buffalo power play, 1 minute remains. Duane, you got to keep your stick on the ice. Jabroni.
They had 38 shots in their 28 power plays coming into tonight. You mentioned 6
Power play, including playoffs, 1 for last 44. They've had 1 goal out of the last 44 power play attempts for the Buffalo Sabres. Again, if the defense isn't the weakest link, we got to talk about that power play unit for the Sabres, because they cannot find a fucking goal if they wanted to buy one. If Terry Pegula wanted to buy a goal right now, he cannot buy one for the Buffalo Sabres. That's how bad the power play is for us. Sabres still passing it around. Chance still on the power play. 45 seconds remain. McLeod skates around back of the net. Pass to Quinn. Lot going on in front of the net. Quinn trying to get it back to McLeod. Now Bruins able to clear it. Penalty killers for Bruins going to work. Now Sabres only 27 seconds left on the power play. Byram out there for the Sabres. Duane out there for the Sabres. Jack Quinn now with the puck. Skating it up. Tried to take a shot on it. Too much happening in front of him, though. The Bruins were ready for that, and they put a stop to it immediately. 5, 4-3. The Buffalo Sabres power play once again is over, and they do not score a goal. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in the Bruins zone, this one dumped around, chipped right back down the ice, slowed down by the Sabres, swept away by Lions, shot on net. David Pastrnak ends up with it for the Bruins. Now, the Boston Bruins trying to keep this puck in Sabres zone. Sabres able to get it away, but defensively the Bruins are back, set up enough. Good fight along the boards right there for the puck. Does end up going back to Boston. Good hit there from Buffalo. Now, the Sabres end up with the puck, trying to work this one out of their zone still. Sabres now dump it in, and you hate to see that. And again, you know, the boys end up with another possession, and they just dump it in, go for the line change. Giving away a lot of possessions here off a stupid dump and chase. Now the Bruins take a shot. That one's not entirely saved. That one ends up out of the net. Now around the boards, Boston still trying to work for it. They get it back. Here's a shot again from Boston. That one absolutely goes off a player. Sent all the way back down. Sabres get there first. Now the puck in Bruins territory. Bruins defensive zone. Sabres on the attack. Alex Tuck out there. Owen Byram. Puck being passed around here by the Sabres. Now all alone. Had the solo dolo opportunity. And Swayman was not intimidated at all. Sabres still looking for a shot here. Sabres passing it around the ice. Good attack here. Putting a lot of fear in that Bruins goalie. But the Bruins do try to get it back. Now good pickpocket there. This one too far away from the Sabres though to get it back. This goes center ice and now pass from the Sabres. Dumping. Takes it back to the Bruins zone. All the way. It is a bad turnover by the Bruins, but once again, the Sabres cannot execute on it. So many opportunities here for the Sabres, and they are just not taking the chance on them. Almost like hesitation, or they are just fear of the goalie saving again. I don't know. But a lot of bad opportunities here for the Sabres on what should be goal attempts. On what should at least be shots at the goalie. It's just been wasted efforts. And now the Bruins get it back in Sabres territory. That one tried to sweep that around to the front of the net. Goalie able to get that one out of there. Now Bruins passing it around. Center ice for the Bruins here over the blue line, back in Sabres territory. Missed the pass for the Bruins. And it is the Buffalo Sabres going right back to work here. Good hit there on the boards. Jordan Greenway trying to get down there for the Sabres, get this puck back. He loses the battle though. And it is the Boston Bruins with control of the puck. 6 minutes, 50 seconds remain in the second. It is 2-1. Buffalo Sabres still lead 1 goal in this game. Now, the Bruins working it around the board. Sabres trying to keep the puck away, but way too much going on for the Sabres here. Good shot there for Kastelik. He couldn't get it past Lyon. That one went way too wide of the net. And now the Bruins once again trying to keep this puck in the Sabres zone while this time ticks away in the second period. Coming down to the final 6 minutes in the second period. There's Tage Thompson down low for the Sabres. Free puck in the corner, goes right back to Buffalo now, working the blue line here. Bruins player lost his stick. This one goes back to Buffalo. Boston looking for a penalty. They're not going to get it. Good look at it here for Buffalo, who once again get denied on whatever goal-scoring opportunity they've had in this game.
Not structured. It's great to watch.
They're calling this game unruly, unstructured. Right now, it has been a smackdown out there, a Friday night smackdown on the ice for the Sabres and the Bruins. A lot of physicality in the second period. You like to see that. Bruins, though, take it back to the Sabres zone. Now Sabres defensively trying to get this puck out of danger. Sabres over the center, now over the blue line. In the Bruins zone, Buffalo on the attack. That takes a shot at the net. Gets denied.
7 minutes without a whistle. Under 5 to go in the second period. Great playoff action.
Boston end up with it. It goes back to Boston over the blue line. Risky pass right there. Can't find its mark. Now it is Boston, ladies and gentlemen, again off of a bad pass from Buffalo. The puck on the stick of the Bruins here. Over the blue line. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remain in Game 6, second period. The Bruins right now have all the control that they need. And they're taking a lot of good opportunities here in the second period. Sabres have to be feeling the effects. Good pass out between the legs for the Sabres. Just couldn't get a shot on net. Now the Sabres still trying to lay down the smackdown. Friday night here in Boston.
Nice pass to Timmins. 58-degree wedge off the back wall. Here comes Freeman.
Tage Thompson trying to fight it out of there for Buffalo, who have it in the Bruins territory right now, but Bruins defensively do what they need to do. Get it back now. A little bit of a bad pass there from Boston Sabres. In their zone still with the puck. Killing some time here. 3 minutes left in the second. It is a 1-goal lead for the Buffalo Sabres. 2-1 in Game 6. Boston did score the last goal. David Pastrnak goal off the one-timer. Now Sabres get a look at it. Can't get anything to go, though. Stop on play. Like I've said, guys, David Pastrnak been a hell of a playmaker in this series for the Boston Bruins. They're talking about the Golden Knights and the Utah Mammoth. I would love to see the Vegas Golden Knights take it one more round.
But instead, we'll drive easy on the Geico app. My son's safe driving score saved us even more.
It feels good to take control of your wallet. It feels good to Geico.
We've done it, Mabel. We put this into this.
It has come down to the final 3 minutes in this second period, and then after this second period and the next intermission, there will only be 20 minutes left to decide. Here in Game 6, can Boston force a Game 7 in Buffalo, or will the Buffalo Sabres be able to hold it down and eliminate the Boston Bruins from the playoffs in Game 6 at the Boston Bruins home ice in their territory, hostile environment in Boston here for the Buffalo Sabres. A lot of pressure to get it done to wrap up this series in the first round, but honestly, Buffalo have looked good in the series. There have been some really close games in my opinion, so from what I've seen, really back and forth between these two teams. the only game that really got out of hand was like game 4. And it was like, I don't know what the fuck happened to the Bruins defense, but Swayman was pissed at his bench and his coach. And teams that have moved on: Carolina, Philadelphia, Colorado, Minnesota, and Anaheim. The Mighty Ducks getting it done. I like to see that. All right, Anaheim. All right, Anaheim. Mighty Ducks out here going on to the second round.
2017. Tampa Bay and Montreal are going to the third period, and no score in that game.
Tampa Bay, Montreal going to the third period right now. No score currently in that game. And that's a Game 6 situation as well.
We have a one-goal game here.
It is a one-goal game. 2 minutes, 45 seconds remain in the second. Face-off at the red dot in Bruins zone. This one defensive win for the Bruins. Now trying to work it past center ice. Chip down here, dump and chase from the Bruins. That one gets right back to the Bruins. Off of bad puck control from the Sabres in their own zone. Could have been a really bad mistake right there for the Sabres. And now puck back to the Sabres zone. Sabres skating around in defensive territory. Slowing it down. Fans don't like to see it. Duane calling for a line change. Duane wants some fresh skates out there. And now Duane taking it up center ice. Duane, you are one of the worst captains for the Buffalo Sabres I've ever seen in my life. Now, player falls down behind the net for Boston. Sabres take a shot at the net. Puck control here for the Sabres in Bruins zone. But Boston defensively staying with the puck here. Sabres get it back at center ice. Tage Thompson passes it. Good pass there. And now the puck goes all the way back down the ice for Buffalo. And skating behind the net, the Sabres with the puck. Now Sabres trying to move it past center ice over the blue line. Now Alex Tuch takes a shot, who has put up some points in this series against Boston. Good efforts in this series here from Alex Tuch. As I also believe a goal tonight for Alex Tuch in Game 6. So Alex Tuch has been doing everything he can right now for the Buffalo Sabres. Can the Sabres repay him back? They have. We are up right now 1-2-1 over the Boston Bruins. Second period almost over.
Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for causes.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
And as I said earlier tonight, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, going to have to take my car off the road. Having to take the plates off, take it off the road, can no longer afford to pay for insurance. The 5.7 Hemi V8 2008 Dodge Durango, my bad bitch Ruby Rose, can no longer spin her wheels. I just cannot afford insurance anymore. It's like $400 a month, which is like an electric bill for most people. I'm almost 30 years old. I should be paying fucking $50 for car insurance, honestly. And I don't even have full coverage or anything. So, yeah, $400. It's not happening no more. Insurance. Sorry. Yeah, that's done. But the car is coming off the road. The plates are coming off. Not a whole lot of time left in the second period, ladies and gentlemen. But when we come back from the next intermission, it will be the final period in this game. The deciding period. What will happen? What will be the fate of Game 6? Can the Bruins force Game 7 in Buffalo? Or will the Sabres pull their fucking shit together, get their act together on the ice, and eliminate the Bruins from the series? Send the Bruins home, at home. 1 minute 13 remains in the second. Buffalo still up by 1 goal. Even though it feels like Boston have their backs against the wall here. It's really been the Sabres playing like they need the goal to get another goal here on the board. It really has looked more like the Sabres are the ones trying to keep this game in their fucking control. Now Sabres skated behind the net. 40 seconds left here in the second.
He's been real quiet for me in this series. Almost like he's not as aggressive.
Swayman steps out of net, slows it down for the Bruins. Just some passing around here from both teams. That one offside.
31.6 to go in the period.
31 seconds remain here in the second.
A lot of exciting games in that series.
And if necessary, ladies and gentlemen, Game 7 will be Sunday in Buffalo. So if it gets to that point, a best-of-7 Game 7 with the Boston Bruins, it will happen Sunday in Buffalo, New York.
Game 7, if necessary.
If necessary.
Montreal and
which I think the Boston Bruins definitely want it to be necessary.
Buffalo.
Like I said, guys, if the Sabres choke and they absolutely throw away the series on national television for the playoffs, it's not improbable. It's improbable, but it's not impossible. If the Sabres choke and absolutely embarrass themselves in a national playoff series on TV, it's improbable, but it's not impossible. 5 seconds remain in the second period, ladies and gentlemen. It is all but over in the second period. So, of course, we're going to get ready to wrap it all up. I'm going to take a little bit of a break over to my music studio once that next intermission hits. Of course, I will have to come back and do a little bit of a hangout session with you guys, talk about some stuff that I want to talk about. Because, again, if any audio is captured, I guess, from NHL or ESPN, sometimes they don't like all that shit. So, just going to be a little break coming up here for me. And then probably after like 4 or 5 minutes, I'll be right back and chilling and hanging out with you guys. 2 seconds, 1 second, and it is all over in the second period as the Buffalo Sabres still lead with 1 goal. 2-1 at the end of the second. Buffalo Sabres, if it was all said and done right now, the Buffalo Sabres would be advancing to the next round. But if it is necessary, ladies and gentlemen, Game 7 already confirmed for Sunday in Buffalo, New York. So if necessary, Game 7 in Sunday, Buffalo, New York. The Boston Bruins have 1 more period to get it all done. Last period to go. Third period coming up. Will the Boston Bruins force a Game 7 in Buffalo, or can the Buffalo Sabres wrap up the series and eliminate the Boston Bruins from the playoffs in Boston? Game 6. Time will tell what the fate will be. We will be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Sabres were way too comfortable. They had everything going their way and passing on the guy that they really needed to get them all started, kick-started. Their offense got the goal for them, and I thought Boston had a much better period there.
You can't get festive, no matter where it is in the game. You get festive. You can't get festive.
Well, we're getting festive tonight.
What I mean by festive is guys get comfortable. They're out there like they're playing pond hockey. You got to take care of the middle of the ice and the puck. Buffalo's learning to do that, but like they got a lot of hockey to play this whole season. Hopefully, if they're going to do that, they can't.
A lot of hockey to play after this third period.
Oh,
Big third period coming up. They're having a good time at the greatest bar in Boston.
Where are the free beers at? Where's that?
Nothing is free.
There's got to be a code, Leafs. We got to have something I can tweet out for the fans.
Discover second admission report.
Have a free beer.
Nothing's free.
Bring on the fun and bring home a new Honda. Road trips won't wait. Neither should you. So bring on the thrills with a Honda Hybrid. Hit the road with high-tech features like available Google built-in and the efficiency of a Honda Hybrid. All from the 2025 Kelly Blue Book Best Performance Brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today. Honda, proud partner of Team USA.
With SafeLight, you can get that fixed now and pay later.
Fix now, pay later?
SafeLight offers flexible payment options and anywhere mobile service, so you can get it fixed here, or here, and pay later. Go to SafeLight.com today.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
The highbrow entrepreneur in a lowbrow hoodie. A smart guy saying he's so smart he doesn't need to dress smart.
It's a classic power move. But the real power move? Having predictive modeling to help prevent supply chain issues before they happen.
I heard there's gonna be a shipping delay? FedEx rerouted it. All good. Cool. Sick.
FedEx, the new power move.
We're here for our convertible.
How about an SUV?
Want to get out of here?
Hier ist das Schiebedach.
Und hier ist die Sonnencreme.
Okay, let's move on.
Where are those trucks?
We're right here.
Whatever it is, we're here for it.
Yep, still here.
New Mr. Clean Magic Erasers make impossible possible. Just wet and squeeze and effortlessly cut through 100%.
Alright, guys. I have returned.
This is
100% possible.
They're upgraded and last 2 times longer to tackle more mess. It's not just
I have returned from the depths of my slumber. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the final period coming up here in Game 6 for the Sabres and the Bruins. Time has yet to tell what the fate will be. But if Boston wants it bad enough, they can force a Game 7. If Buffalo wants it bad enough, they have a chance to end the series tonight. They have a chance to eliminate the Boston Bruins and just take it on to the next round. Which right now we are still actually trying to decide who is going to be our next opponents in the series as well for the playoffs. Montreal and Tampa Bay right now going at it in the Game 6 as well. I'm giving it to Montreal in that series. I feel like Tampa Bay has already had enough success in the past for them. And the Montreal Canadiens, just a really great, solid hockey team in my opinion. So I would have to give that series to Montreal.
So incredibly hard to take care of yourself.
I felt like this original series in the first round was going to be between Buffalo and Montreal, but in my opinion, I felt like Montreal kind of took a loss on their season record. They kind of didn't care about the season record that much, and they wanted a lower seed to play the Tampa Bay Lightning, and now look at how that's working out for them. But it was originally supposed to be Buffalo versus Montreal in the first round. Boston was going to be playing Tampa Bay, but once Montreal decided to take a couple losses at the end of their season, records changed and seeds in the playoff changed, and Montreal, I guess, decided to give us Boston.
What's happening around the NHL, the Stanley Cup playoffs? Tampa Bay and Montreal score.
Ooh, Tampa Bay. It is still scoreless over there, though, for them.
That leads to a power play.
Canadians and the Lightning absolutely going to war in Montreal for the city of Quebec. And I guess some other things we can talk about while we're waiting for the third period to start up as well, guys. I know everybody wants the video game content. 12 minutes to go before the next period. So 12 minutes on the clock. I know everybody wants the video game content. Of course, I cannot afford video games at all right now. I am definitely not thinking about any video games. But if I was to upload like anything, I think I want to do something special for the 4th of July. So I'm still trying to keep that open on what I want to do. Really, the only time I get to play video games is either my birthday or Christmas, and that's because it's usually a gift. So, if my birthday comes up, and they got a nice deal on like the Silent Hill games, because I know there's Silent Hill F and Silent Hill Townfall, which I still want to play both of those very badly. I still want to fucking play those, but I have no money. I'm a broke boy. So I have to watch other YouTubers and other streamers play them, but if there is a Halloween deal or like some kind of October deal for my birthday this year, maybe we could get like a 2-for-1 special. So 2 games for the price of 1. I don't know. Give me something, Konami. Give me something. I'm dying here, bro. I'm fucking dying. I want to play that fucking 007 game really bad, Dying Light. You guys know I love my James Bond, my 007 lifelong fan. That is like, you know, one of my favorites of all time. I'm not going to get to experience it most likely. Again, when it comes to the gaming content right now on the channel, I'm just not really all focused with it. Even with the PlayStation, like even though PlayStation does release free games monthly, the problem is you have to be subscribed to PlayStation to receive the free monthly games. I am not subscribed. I do not have a subscription, not even a $10 subscription. So I do not get the free games. I do not get to play the free games because I am not subscribed and PlayStation will not let me play their games. So it's usually an offline experience, usually a single player experience for the most part anyways. Yeah, that's right, guys. I can't even afford a fucking $10 a month subscription to play games when I own the console, I own the electricity. Apparently, they're trying to say now, even if we own the game, we do not own the game. You do not own the game if you own the game. What happened to the days of midnight release? What happened to the days of us waiting outside a GameStop for fucking Modern Warfare and Black Ops, and we would all be excited for the DLCs, and we would all fucking be like, oh, you know what? They want fucking $15, $20 for 4 maps and some skins and shit. Why not? Why not? What happened to the days, chat? What happened to the good times? I'll tell you what the fuck happened. It was Fortnite. it was Battle Royale. No, but it's true though. It's changed. It's changed so much from the times of game battles and MLG. In my era, we fucking played the game just to play the game. You didn't get paid to play the game. You didn't make money to play the game. You just played the game because you wanted to play the game. Now, these kids ain't gonna play the game if you ain't paying them. It's a different generation. It's a different era. In my time, first ever console I had, guys, first ever system I grew up with, Super Nintendo. After that, after the Super Nintendo, I went right to PlayStation. I have been diehard PlayStation ever since. Never had a Nintendo 64, never had a fucking Dreamcast, never had any of the Sega stuff. It was a Super Nintendo right to the PlayStation. Friends tried to talk me into Xbox this, Xbox that, Microsoft, you can suck it, alright? I feel like Steve Jobs every time I gotta talk about Microsoft because I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Microsoft. I'm not a fan of HP computers. I'm good on the Microsoft shit, actually. I do know Lenovo and Asus do have connections to Microsoft and shit, but I prefer Lenovo and Asus brand entirely over HP and Microsoft. But that's a different story. If we are talking about like stuff like that, I cannot use DaVinci Resolve to edit videos. DaVinci Resolve is definitely too powerful for my laptop. So my Lenovo IdeaPad 1, which I love this laptop. I got it for Christmas last year. It was a gift from my mom. It's in this beautiful abyss blue color, just like the color of this room. A dark abyss blue. I love it. Lenovo IdeaPad 1. Unfortunately, not powerful enough to run DaVinci Resolve. So, when it comes to like editing videos and trying to make other content happen, still trying to figure that out. Still trying to see what I can do for that.
The larger one is the dad.
When we think about most of the popular YouTubers, or honestly any kind of YouTuber, I would imagine out there currently is using DaVinci Resolve because it's free. One of the best, free editing softwares. Some of your top YouTubers, some of the most popular YouTubers are going to be using DaVinci Resolve. And again, unfortunately, I just don't have $1,000 desktops or $1,000, equipment being put into the computer and such. I'm very happy that I have this laptop, and it's really been the workhorse recently. It's been the workhorse. It's been the Iron Man. It's had to do, YouTube stuff, music stuff, anything that I've needed to edit or just, do on the side. It's really been very useful for everything in terms of like videos and music. So that is at least, the bright side to it.
Well, so cool to be there for Game 4 with Stormy Bonatoni, who's there again tonight for Game 6, trying to keep the crowd going. It's been a strange
ladies and gentlemen, ghosts and goblins, witches and wizards, vampires and werewolves. We are still live. We are still streaming. I'm in Buffalo, New York. The boys are in Boston, Massachusetts at TD Garden.
exactly. They're trailing in the series and now
home of the Celtics and the Bruins, who are both in the playoffs this year for 2026. Puck drop for the Vegas and Utah game starts in about 50 minutes, 55 minutes, looks like. And another thing, ladies and gentlemen, this is an original Buffalo Sabres CCM jersey from when they actually made the playoffs when I was growing up in 99, 2000. From that historic season where they made it to the Stanley Cup. Unfortunately, did not win the Stanley Cup, but this is an original jersey, CCM. I believe the jerseys are actually all made now by Fanatics. All NHL jerseys are made by Fanatics. One day, maybe we can get New Era in there. How about it? New Era, created here in Buffalo, New York. Homegrown here in Buffalo, New York. New Era. I've always wanted one of the stadiums or arenas to be called New Era as well. I liked when the Bills had New Era Field. I really did like that because New Era, again, homegrown here in Buffalo, New York. They are associated as the main baseball cap for the MLB, so baseball fans definitely know New Era brand. They've been like the major distributor of baseball caps for MLB since like 1990, 1991. So they've had a long relationship with baseball and MLB. If we could get them for the NHL, though, I mean, come on. New Era Arena for the Buffalo Sabres and the Bandits. New Era Field for the Buffalo Bills. I'm really not a fan of Highmark, and I'm really not a fan of KeyBank either. I really don't like KeyBank Center at all. I was way more of a fan of HSBC and First Niagara, to be honest. Once it became KeyBank Center, I was like, oh, fuck. But, you know, name changes are common for stadiums and whatnot. But at least, you know, put something behind it. I like when stadiums actually have meanings and purpose behind their name. Instead of just fucking, oh, this is the KeyBank Center. This is the most popular bank here in Buffalo. I fucking hate KeyBank, honestly. I wish I could use MAT. MAT seems pretty good. When I've worked at other places, though, there has been numerous times where people have dropped that American Express on me. I have seen the black card once or twice. I've seen the platinum card, and I've seen the gold card more times than I can count. But a couple times when I was working at theaters and at the arena, I've definitely seen that American Express pulled out on me.
That takes heavily. Wait a minute. What's this?
I don't know. MAT just seems a lot better. I know MAT is also partners with the Buffalo Bills. But KeyBank, they just don't have my support. They just don't have my support. It's the truth. I don't like them. And again, I was talking recently about like a policy where like at the arena they don't like allow people to, you know, let their bags, like certain size bags and shit in the arena. And the reason that is because you can apparently carry, you know, a weapon that you can fit in a bag bigger than the fucking size of your fingers as a goalpost. So they enforce those kind of rules, like bag policies, so that people can't sneak in certain size weapons. Even if you had a bag this big, you could only put a certain kind of a weapon in that, even if it was a pocket knife or something. And then at that extent, how much damage can this one person do with a pocket knife against an entire force of security, police, ex-military, and current military, all on site, strapped, armed, ready to go, bullets in the chamber? You know, the pocket knife is not going to be that very effective, right? So even if you were to get it in there, the intention is that it's not going to be effective to the extent that you want it to be effective. I think it's crazy nowadays, the type of weapons that are out there. I mean, I've seen little fucking pocket pussy pistols where it's fucking, you know, to me a bullet is a bullet. Doesn't matter the size of the bullet. A bullet's a bullet. You get hit with that motherfucker, you're gonna know it. You get hit with a bullet, you're definitely gonna know. So it really doesn't matter the size of the bullet. a bullet is designed for one purpose, and it's designed to kill. So, you know, they always want to enforce like these bag policies and stuff, but really, you're walking through metal detectors. You know, you should have a security. I think not like a bag policy, but you should have more of a policy where it's like metal detectors, actual X-rays. You know, some people don't like X-rays because of the whole fucking radiation thing. But really, you should be, you know, always knowing what people are carrying on them, bringing into the arena, the stadiums. I just think the bag policy could be done with a little bit differently. And, you know, this is from somebody who they've obviously, they're good on me and my opinions, but I think for fans, you know, if I was to change one of the rules, if I could change one of the rules, one of the things I hated the most was having to enforce that stupid fucking bag policy. But when I think about it, really, if we're security, if we're here to fucking do our job, we need to do our job. We got fucking metal detectors. We got tons of shit that we can use to know what the fuck this person has on them. We don't have to tell somebody, hey, you can't bring the bag in because this and that. Like I said, they allow certain size bags if it's a baby diaper bag. Maybe hockey players are coming into the arena with their bags, and it's like these fucking full-size hockey bags, right? Like, so of course, yeah. But again, the intention behind the bag policy is that so whatever you bring into the arena, it's not going to be as effective to the extent that you hope so. The way I've always looked at it, I've seen fucking pocket pussy pistols that, you know, close range, they still kill a person. Point blank, they still get the job done. So I feel like at the end of the day, more metal detectors have some kind of like X-ray fucking walkthrough. I don't care about the radiation. Fuck it. We get radiation from the sunlight. You get radiation every time you eat something out of the fucking microwave. How about that? What the fuck? So we're gonna send everybody through the fucking X-ray walkthrough, and they'll go through the fucking X-ray Metal Bick Road, and we'll know exactly what they got on them. We won't have to wonder.
History doesn't bode well for Boston, trying to rally back in an elimination game.
Boston here, right off the start of this period, on the attack, still down by 1 goal. Bruins coming out the gate like a bat out of hell. Boston Bruins want this game back in their control, still down that 1 goal. Right now, Sabres look like they are really stressing under the attack here, skating around in their zone right now with the puck, just killing some time, slowing down the game, keeping it in their pace. It looks like the Sabres now out of their zone, still skating around, passing it. The Bruins fans don't like this at all. Sabres now moving it to center ice. Lost it right there, back to the Bruins now. Sabres just look very confused here. They're not even trying to pressure this Bruins defense and trying to keep the Bruins on their toes. Bruins skating around in the Sabres zone. That one shot. Hits a player down low. Sabres player still down. And there's another one-timer from the Bruins. You can hear that one from the 300s. Player gets knocked down. Friday night smackdown out there on the ice. This puck, though, ends up back in the Bruins' control. 17 went down for Buffalo. He's still feeling it on the bench. And the Sabres get it back here in their zone. A little bit of a dump to center ice. Around the boards now for Buffalo. Sabres have it in the Bruins zone. Bruins trying to chip it out of there. That one goes out of play. Stop on the play. 17 minutes remain in the third. This could potentially be the final period, ladies and gentlemen. Last game went to overtime. We will see what this game has in store for us. Buffalo 19 shots, Boston 15. Third period, 17-11. Buffalo 2, Boston 1. It is the Sabres with the lead currently in this game 6. Boston takes a quick shot on it after that face-off. And it is frozen up. The biscuit gets frozen right by Lyon.
I'm just watching the play. I wonder if this surprised Lyon as much as it surprised me.
He was ready for it. He had his pad on the post. He knew that the Bruins might take something cheap, might take something greasy, and that's exactly what they went for. But that is the hockey IQ right there of Alex Lyon. That is the intelligence of the Buffalo Sabres goaltender. He knows that the Boston Bruins are going to be looking for some kind of a shot that might be a little greasy, might be a little controversial. What seems like an inconceivable task for the Buffalo Sabres over recent years, ladies and gentlemen, even making it to the playoffs. Who would have thought we would be at this point, Game 6, talking about can the Buffalo Sabres eliminate the Bruins, send them home, at home, and take it to round 2 in the 2026 NHL playoffs. First playoff series win since 2007. Shit, we still had Ryan Miller playing in net for us. Now, ladies and gentlemen, off the face-off in Bruins territory. That one won by Boston. Sent way down the ice. That's an icing on Boston.
16-20 to go. This is the
Bruins, for no reason, gave up that possession. Again, hate to see when players just want to dump the puck down the ice like that, but when you make those kind of decisions, that's what icing calls are for. And now face-off coming up in the Bruins zone. The Bruins are 0-26 in series history when trailing in a 3-1 series. They've never been taken to a Game 7. Oh no. Bad turnover there from Buffalo in their zone. Geeky takes a shot. Good stop on the puck there from Alex Lyon. 39 Geeky for Boston. Couldn't find the back of the net. Good look at it. Dahlin and Lindholm were in front of the net. Got through both of them, hit the goalie. Saved by Alex Lyon for the Sabres. Now, face-off in the Sabres zone, won by Boston. Bruins win it, shot on. Good glove save there. I do like that glove save from Alex Lyon. Gloved it, put it right back in play. Now, Boston on the attack again. Good dangle. Good deke right there from Boston. Putting the moves here. Trying to dribble the puck around these Sabres defenders. Boston still taking shots at it. Anything Boston wants to take, they're getting it. It seems like they just can't hit the back of the net right now. Pastrnak getting off the ice for his line. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty on the Sabres.
He just says to himself, I can't believe it. He thought he had Lyon here through the traffic. That's a set play off the face-off.
Good fucking deke right there from Pasta over Power. But the Sabres just kept up with them. So far, David Pastrnak, 1 goal, 4 shots, 11 minutes, almost 12 on the ice, 11:53 for David Pastrnak. Good hit there from the Sabres. This puck, though, goes right back to the Bruins territory.
facing elimination. Only one player in franchise history has more, Brad Marchand. He scored 10 of them.
Sabres working the puck in their zone.
Sidestep the hit.
Defensive zone here for the Sabres. Bruins get it back. Shot in front of the net. Bruins do have players in front of the net. Middlestat took a look at it. Again, nothing falling here for the Boston Bruins. Middlestat getting some opportunities. 14:44 left in the third. It is a one-goal game for the Buffalo Sabres. All they have to do is play defense.
Back to this regular season. Now some skating room for Krebs.
Now Krebs with some fire on his skates, putting the jet fuel on him. Here we go. Krebs skating for Buffalo in the Bruins zone. Back to the blue. Good shot there from Buffalo. Good look at it. That one unfortunately turned away though. Now shot on net from the Bruins. Covered up by Alex Lyon. That last shot right at center ice. Didn't even get it past the blue line, I think. But it was a shot on net. Alex Lyon had to cover it up.
Middlestat knows he's got traffic there. Lindholm's trying to get out of the way of it. It hits him in the spoke B.
Lindholm takes a hit there while he was standing in front of the net. Blocked Middlestat shot. 14 minutes, 11 seconds remain in the third. Sabres, all they have to do is play some defense. Norris apparently telling the boys some tricks of the trade. Apparently Norris knows what to do here. Norris knows the Bruins all too well, apparently. And now this face-off going to get restarted. Restart on the last face-off. Change up as well here for the Sabres. Benson in there for Buffalo on the face-off. Win by Boston. This one. Boston loses control here. One Sabre back there with him. Buffalo gets it and a goal for the Buffalo Sabres. Right off the mistake in Bruins territory. Ladies and gentlemen, 91 was down there. Gets the puck. Bruins didn't even see it happening. Two Sabres players standing in front of the net waiting for the pass. 91 sends out the pass. And the goalie just could not be fast enough. Pasta missed the puck. Off that mistake, just got into a foot race. Buffalo got there first. And it was Benson, I think. Yes, Benson, the youngest Sabres player right now on the roster. 20 years old. Benson absolutely puts a nail in the coffin. Possibly here for the Boston Bruins. We will pull out the Sabres for that. 91 just rushes down there. Immediately gets the pass to the front of the net, and it is Benson for the Buffalo Sabres, making it a 3-1 game in the third. And right now, last thing Boston Bruins want to hear is that this is a 3-1 game, and they got 14 minutes to make it happen. Boston still trying to fight from the bottom. Started from the bottom. Where will they be after this third period? Ladies and gentlemen, Boston dumps it in off the faceoff. Back to Buffalo now, who have immediately turned things back in their favor. Man, you love to see that last play from the Buffalo Sabres. Pasta off the missed pass. Just couldn't get the pass on his stick. Missed the pass. Ended up in a foot race with 91 in the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo got there first. Pass right to the front of the net. There were two Sabres players waiting for the pass. And it went right to Benson. And he buried it deep. And possibly deep enough to bury the Boston Bruins here in the third period. With that nail in the coffin, it makes it a 3-1 game. Buffalo Sabres now lead by 2. And the Boston Bruins have 13 minutes, 30 seconds to try to get 2 goals back in the third period. Puck in Sabres zone. This one back down to center ice now. Bruins end up with it in their territory. Center ice dump and chase by the Bruins. Around the boards. Buffalo end up with it. Buffalo now, good skating here. 17 now, skating around. Missed the pass right there, but the Sabres still trying to work for this play. Good shot by Dahlin, that one. Chip back down. Now cross-ice pass here. That one goes back to Boston. Little bit of a line change here for Buffalo. One gets off the ice. But it is still Boston with control of the puck in their territory.
Second stint as head coach of the Buffalo Sabres, their all-time winning.
Lindy Ruff, second time coaching the Buffalo Sabres. First time took them all the way to a Stanley Cup, and of course, like I said, they were wearing this colorway, this jersey, the goat head. I've always thought that this definitely just looks like a buffalo, though, like the face of a buffalo, let's be honest. But it is called the goat head jerseys. And maybe bringing some good luck recently. Costa, good skating here, dribbling the puck. Unfortunately, the spinorama couldn't land on the net. Now it is Buffalo passing this puck around in their zone. This one back to center ice. That one too far of a pass. Boston get it back. Buffalo right back down there on the attack now. Good hit there from Boston. They get the puck. Pass down behind Sabres net. In the Sabres defensive zone here. Sabres do end up with it. Pass it down to center ice. That one goes right to the Buffalo players. Good work there on the play.
What a season he's having.
Good fight there for the puck control. Buffalo Sabres, though, send it down the boards. Bruins now skating behind the net. Slowing it down a lot here with 10 minutes left in the third. Two players tried to skate right to the front of the net there for Boston. They just couldn't get the pass on their stick. Now getting a little scrappy-do down there in front of the net for the Buffalo Sabres. After that last goal from Benson, he put it top shelf, buried it. That could have been the final nail in the coffin for this Game 6. Made it a 3-1 game for the Buffalo Sabres. And Benson, like I said, one of our youngest players for the Buffalo Sabres, currently 20 years old. And he has been an absolute force to be reckoned with. I think they're going to definitely offer this guy an extended contract. They definitely want to probably keep him around for a while. That's another person that you can really build with Tage Thompson and Alex Tuch right there, if we're just being honest. But I do like having Jack Quinn out there as well. I think on the first line, it might be Norris. It might be Norris playing with Tuch and Thompson right now. But, I mean, Benson has been fucking incredible.
Fit everyone in with iPhone 17 Pro.
Players that I've really liked so far in this playoff series, you got to give it to Benson, like I said. I like what I've seen from Samuelson. I like what I've seen from Alex Tuch. And I do like what I've been seeing from Alex Lyon, our goaltender defender. The man has been an absolute stonewall in the net.
I'm not going to spend my retirement on land.
Else, you start a business. He's the boss now. And pass it down.
He's kept games very close for us, which I can appreciate.
It's actually Allie.
Or this perfect little
Only one that really got out of hand for Buffalo was that first one.
Prudential can help protect your life.
But I don't think we were playing Alex Lyon in that game for Game 1, so you have to like how Alex Lyon has definitely been playing in the series. So when I think about players who have definitely made a difference for the Buffalo Sabres, at least in this series, what I've seen so far, Benson, Samuelson, Alex Tuch, and Alex Lyon have all been players that the Sabres should definitely be thinking about extending some contracts here. And of course, you know, Tage Thompson, like I said, Jack Quinn, Owen Power, another guy that I like. There's definitely been some good players out there for the Buffalo Sabres, making a lot of difference on the ice for us. 10:25 left in the third. Boston still down by 2. Buffalo leads the series 3-2. This is Game 6, ladies and gentlemen.
First-year Bruin, first-year NHL player at age 26.
10 minutes left.
Make sure it's not icing. And he went down hard.
Boston wanted the icing call, but Buffalo got there first. He was hauling so much ass he couldn't stop. Fell. Boston got it back now. Boston working it in the Sabres zone, but the Buffalo Sabres trying to keep it out of harm's way. They do. Over the blue line. 17 takes a shot at it. Blocker save there from Swayman. Zadinov. Dump and chase for the Bruins here. Bruins get there. Lost it. And they get it right back. Now Sabres, center. Over the blue line. Pass, can't find the man. Bruins trying to skate it back now. In Sabre zone. Shot on net. That one glove. Saved by Alex Lyon. And now the boys taking some shots at each other. Getting a little scrappy-doo down there in front of the net. Getting a little scrappy-doo down there in front of the goaltender defender. Jack Eichel. Former Buffalo Sabre, ladies and gentlemen. Jack Eichel in another playoff run. Another year looking at the Stanley Cup for the Vegas Golden Knights. Congratulations to Jack Eichel and Sam Reinhart. Recently, former Stanley Cup champions, recent Stanley Cup champions. They left the Buffalo Sabres for, brighter futures and to try new things with new teams, and obviously it worked out for them. Jack Eichel, Sam Reinhart, now Stanley Cup champions. Jack Eichel finds himself now in another playoff series. The 2026 NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. This is Game 6 with the Buffalo Sabres and the Boston Bruins. Sabres lead the series 3-2. In Game 6, it is currently Sabres 3 to the Boston Bruins 1. Bruins down by 2 goals in the third period. Can the Boston Bruins somehow mount a comeback and force a Game 7? Last goal from the Buffalo Sabres, Benson, number 6, I believe. And as I said, an absolute difference maker so far in this series. When we want to talk about Sabres players that have definitely made a difference, at least in the series that I've been watching, I got to include Benson up there, Alex Tuck, Samuelson, and Alex Lyon. They have been playing great here against the Boston Bruins, and they have been getting it done for the Buffalo Sabres. Tage Thompson in the face-off here for Buffalo. Face-off won by the Buffalo Sabres. Tage Thompson out there for the Sabres. Number 72, Tage Thompson, or as I like to call him, Tommy 20, Thompson 20, Tage 20. He wears 72, but out here shooting like a Tommy 20. That boy Tage Thompson, or the Thompson submachine gun. That's why we call him the Tommy 20. The Thompson 20. Out there for the Buffalo Sabres. Even though he's wearing 72 on his jersey. Now, Boston can't even get control of the puck. They're clueless. Skating back with it now. Sabres on the attack. This one chipped down. That's going to be an icing on Boston. 8 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 50 seconds left in the third. All the Buffalo Sabres have to do is play defense. 2 goals sealed the deal here for Buffalo. Boston trying to find a way to still keep this game in their grip. Boston win the faceoff in their zone. On the attack now, Bruins lose the puck. Sabres dump it down over the blue line. Sabres work it down low. Can't get a look behind the goalie. Now, this one ends up back in the hands of the Buffalo Sabres, who are skating in their territory right now. Defensive possession here for the Sabres, who chip it down. Puck ends up on the stick of the Bruins. Now, center ice battle for it goes to the Sabres. 8:10 left on the clock in the third. This one behind the net for the Bruins. Stick knocked out. Bruins trying to kick the puck around. Sabres get it back. Shot on net. Sabres working it down low. Good hit there on the Sabres. Friday night smackdown here for the Boston Bruins. Now, Boston still trying to keep it in their control. Can't do it. Sabres get it back to Duane, captain of the Buffalo Sabres. Skates down low in front of the net. Try to get a backhander past the goalie. But the biscuit is frozen now. And ladies and gentlemen, they are defending with their life. If the Sabres win this game, ladies and gentlemen, the first playoff series win since 2007. 2007, my dad was still alive. I had an all-white stormtrooper with Darth Vader on the back, PSP, Battlefront Edition. Fucking Ryan Miller was in our net. Maybe jerseys were even still being made by CCM and Reebok. This face-off in the Bruins zone. Lindholm going to take this face-off for the Bruins. Darlene almost got a goal right there on the backhand. Literally skated right up on the goalie. Nobody even hit the man. Now Bruins off the face-off win. Try to get it past center ice. They just dump and chase it, which is obviously not a good play. Goes right back to the Sabres. Now, little dump in there. Sabre player waiting for it. Over the boards, though. This one goes to the Bruins. Sabres do get a defensive possession here. Good defensive effort there from the Sabres. Now just trying to slow it down. Keep this game within reach. 2-goal lead here from the Buffalo Sabres. 6 minutes 50 left in the third. Good look here from the Sabres at the net. 2 players down there for Buffalo. Still an offensive attack here. Alex Tuck with a pass to Tage Thompson. Nothing gets past, though. Good stop there from Swayman. Keeping the puck out of the net for the Bruins. Now Sabres defensive possession here, skating in their zone. Darlene slowing down, skating behind the net. Now Darlene with the pass to 71.
That goal by Benson really turned the momentum of this game.
That pass is off. Boston gets it back. Sabres still fighting for it. They get it back there. 22 fights for it.
And now here's McLeod.
McLeod gets it past the blue line, skating it up for Buffalo. Tried to hit his man on the pass. Puck around the boards goes to Boston.
18 consecutive seasons without a playoff series win is the longest active.
Buffalo gets it back in their zone. Now Sabres skating it at center ice. Dump and chase from the Buffalo Sabres. This one ends up in control currently of the Boston Bruins, who try to get it past center. Now Buffalo trying to get it back in the Bruins zone again. Sabres keeping the pressure on here. Trying to tick down that clock. Trying to kill as much time on that clock right now as possible. 5 minutes remain in the third. But the Bruins cannot break the puck out. That is true. Bruins really struggling to get this puck over the blue line and set up any kind of a play against the Sabres defense. Whatever defensive line we got out there right now for the Sabres, it is working. They are doing their jobs. Even Alex Lyon, comfortable enough to step out of the net, swing it around the boards a little bit. Goalie feeling comfortable for Boston. Here's Boston moving in. The red dot. Pass couldn't find the man. Boston still trying to make a play happen here late in the game. 4 minutes 30 remain in the third. Tage Thompson out there for the Buffalo Sabres. Now, Alex Tuch passes it right back to the defense now. Sabres passing it around the boards. Alex Tuch down there for the Sabres, waiting for it. He gets it back to the front of the net. Unfortunately covered up, no rebound for the Sabres. But Alex Tuch working on that last possession. Got the puck in front of the net. Boston Bruins had to save it immediately. Like I said, for me, guys, if there were any kind of players for me that made a difference in the series against the Boston Bruins, if there were players that you definitely got to be thinking about extending contracts, who should be playing for the Buffalo Sabres next year, players that have made a difference for me while I have watched this series, and I have seen about 6 games so far. The players that have definitely made a difference for the Buffalo Sabres. Benson, currently our youngest player on the Sabres, 20 years old. This guy is out there competing like he wants a contract. We got Alex Tuch. We got Matthias Samuelsson. And we got Alex Lyon, the goaltender defender. If anybody should be getting contract extensions next season, I would like it to be those 4 players, Buffalo. Come on. Make it happen. Do it for the goat head. They call it the goat head, but honestly, to me, it just always looked like a buffalo. But it does also kind of look like the goat, but it is the goat, damn it. We are the goat. The CCM jersey. This is original, ladies and gentlemen. It's not Fanatics. This is from the 1999-2000 season when the boys did it. When we got all the way to the Stanley Cup. I don't know why my TV decided to cut out on me right there. We're going to go back to Hulu. Please. Don't give me no sign-in bullshit. There we go. We need to see the end of this game. Friday Night SmackDown is on. The Tampa Bay Lightning and the Montreal Canadiens is on. I need to see this game between the Buffalo Sabres and the Boston Bruins. Apparently after this, they're going to be showing Vegas and Utah. It's great to see that Utah does have a hockey team now because, you know, it does get cold and they got a lot of mountains out there in Utah. So I never really thought the Utah Jazz made a lot of sense, but Utah Mammoth and a Utah hockey club definitely makes a lot of sense out there. So, you know, one of their first, literally, like, right after the birth of their existence, they get a good enough record to make it to the playoffs. So Utah Mammoth are here to play. And the Utah Jazz do have a lot of history, obviously. Some big games against Michael Jordan and the Bulls. But I don't know, a basketball team in Utah, it just never really made a lot of sense to me. I think the Utah Mammoth makes a lot of sense. Having an ice hockey team in Utah makes a lot of sense. Empty net here for Boston. Shot on net. And it is a goal for the Buffalo Sabres. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. The Buffalo Sabres are most likely eliminating the Boston Bruins here. Empty net goal for the Sabres. Buffalo Sabres 4-1 in the third period, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes, 20 seconds remain in the third. And this has to be it for the Boston Bruins. Fans most likely leaving the arena. Upset about the ticket prices. Upset about the fucking concession prices. Upset about the jersey prices. If they didn't win, they're upset about everything. The Buffalo Sabres, ladies and gentlemen. This could be the first playoff win for the Sabres since 2007. Commentators have officially confirmed the TD Garden now starting to empty out, as these Boston Bruins fans are disgusted because I know That AFC rivalry between the Bills and the Patriots. A lot of history between them, so Boston and Buffalo, no love lost between these two hockey clubs. But in the 2026 NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, round 1, game 6 in Boston, Buffalo Sabres lead this game in the third period, 4-1. The Boston Bruins, it just seems highly unlikely right now that anything left is going to even do it. Shot on the Sabres net, stopped by Lyon. Empty net for Boston still. So, risky call here for Boston. You can literally just throw them. You just throw in the fucking white towel now, Boston Bruins, because, like I said, every time I see an empty net, you're just throwing up the white flag. You're just throwing in the white towel. The Boston Bruins are done fighting in Game 6 here. They've removed Swayman from the net. It is completely empty as they basically want to get the extra attacker out there, extra skater. But even with that being out there for them, shot on net here for Buffalo goes wide. They're still taking shots at the net all the way from the Sabres territory. It is Game 6 in Boston, TD Garden, emptying out as the Sabres control this game. 3 goals right now, lead for Buffalo. Tage Thompson taking this face-off in the Bruins zone. Face-off gets restarted. Tage still out there. Face-off win for Boston. Shot behind the net for the Bruins. Trying to pass it around here.
It all fit for them and for Alex Lyon. He's had a tremendous year.
Alex Lyon has had a tremendous year for the Buffalo Sabres. Must be a secret weapon there in the goalie lineup. Alex Lyon. Boston Bruins still taking shots at the net with just a little over 1:50 to go. This one goes wide of the Buffalo Sabres. That is icing on Buffalo. But, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, a lot of the players that deserve contract extensions, if you ask me, you gotta give it to Benson. You gotta give it to Alex Tuck, Samuelson, Lyon, who they just credited with having an amazing regular season for the Buffalo Sabres. A complete difference maker here in this series against the Boston Bruins. You gotta be giving these players contract extensions. That shot from Boston hits the post as they have 1:40 left on the clock in this third. But what seems almost impossible, that one deflected over the boards, goes into the audience. That should be delay a game penalty on the Boston Bruins, but they're not even going to give it to him. Still empty net for the Boston Bruins. And like I said, they might as well just be throwing in the white towel, raising the white flag, because it is a done game here for the Boston Bruins. 4-1 in Game 6. The current score, Buffalo win the faceoff in their zone. Empty net goes wide. Another icing on Buffalo. And McAvoy didn't like that at all from the Buffalo Sabres, who knocked him down after the icing call. McAvoy getting heated at the end of this game, getting a little scrappy-doo down there between the boys. Benson going to the penalty box for the Buffalo Sabres. McAvoy got tripped up by Benson, literally gets, pretty much propelled into the boards. And Benson just slashes him immediately with his stick, just like he's swinging at just like he's swinging the axe at a like he's a lumberjack swinging the axe at Benson. And the penalty goes to both players. So Benson in the box for Buffalo. And McAvoy also sitting out for Boston. Because we all know you can't be a lumberjack out there on the ice with your stick. So He did get propelled into the boards, though. I mean, it's understandable. There's definitely some heat here at the end of the game. The boys getting a little scrappy-do out there with each other. But again, I encourage it. I'm all for it. I love the bloody knuckles. You got to get your hands a little dirty. You got to get your hands a little dirty in the playoffs. End of the game here. 1 minute 30 remaining. It is all but over for the Boston Bruins, because this is a 4-1 game for the Buffalo Sabres in Game 6. So unless the Boston Bruins got 3 goals in them with 1 minute 30 to go, the Buffalo Sabres will advance to the next round and their first playoff series win since 2007. Man, 2007. We still had Ryan Miller as our goalie. I had that all-white stormtrooper with the Darth Vader decal, the Darth Vader sticker on the back. And it was a real sticker. This was like a Battlefront Edition, PSP. So it was like a real stormtrooper Darth Vader PSP. I loved it. Like I said, I missed that PSP. When I think about 2007, those are the things I think about.
From Benson. Earns a response from McAvoy.
McAvoy and Benson chirping at each other in the box, sharing some words with each other in the penalty box. The chirping continues here with 1 minute 30 left in the third. McAvoy is pissed, but McAvoy not going to have to worry about the Buffalo Sabres much longer, because his team, the Boston Bruins, are down currently by 3 goals. So McAvoy going to be able to hang it up soon and think about what's going to come for next season. Buffalo does get the power play, 3-minute power play for the Buffalo Sabres, which also might be a little bit of a controversial call there as well. But like I said, McAvoy was out there slashing like a fucking lumberjack at a piece of wood.
Second season. Long history there, obviously.
Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, original 1999-2000 jersey here for the Buffalo Sabres when they made it to the Stanley Cup. This is a CCM jersey. So far, it has been the luck. They call it the goat head. I personally feel like it literally looks like a buffalo, but it's called the goat head jersey. So far, they've been bringing us luck. The blue lights have been bringing us luck. The Sabres light in my kitchen window, when I turn it on, has been bringing us good luck. The Buffalo Sabres currently with the defensive lead over the Boston Bruins in Game 6. 3-goal lead in Game 6. 4-1 currently for the boys. Buffalo power play here. 3 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes on the power play. And it's only 1 minute left in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo will advance to the next round. What seemed like something we would never even speak in a sentence years ago.
So Buffalo will have to wait to find out who their opponent will be.
We can now say the Buffalo Sabres will live to fight another day, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute left in the game. Sabres control it in the Bruins zone. In hostile territory. Sabres taking the boos and all. Taking the hate from the fans here in Boston. As they get the job done. Passing the puck around, just taking time off the clock. Why not? Only a minute left in the game. Thompson, good pass. Between the Bruins player's legs, McLeod ends up with it. And he loses the puck. Ends right back up to the Sabres. Tage Thompson trying to keep it down there. But this one center ice back. Now over the blue line in Sabres zone. 10 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. It is real. The Buffalo Sabres, ladies and gentlemen, will go to round 2. The Buffalo Sabres win the game 4-1. Game 6 goes to the boys in the royal blue and gold. The Buffalo Sabres will advance to round 2 of the 2026 Stanley Cup playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen,
Syracuse, New York, and cheering for the Buffalo Sabres. The last time his favorite team won around.
Syracuse going wild for us. I think they said maybe either Benson or Alex Tuck from Syracuse. The first playoff series win since 2007. The Sabres will face either Montreal or Tampa Bay. Their game's still to be decided, but that will be our next opponent in round 2, either the Tampa Bay Lightning or the Montreal Canadiens. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the traditional handshake of the teams after the game in the series. Tage Thompson gets his playoff series win here for the boys. I will show a little bit of the TV. Not too much. You can see the boys out there. Tage Thompson shaking hands. The boys get it done. Ladies and gentlemen, Game 6 in Boston. We are one step closer to making the dream a reality. The Buffalo Sabres advance to round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Did an amazing job in goal. They could, everything you could possibly ask for from a goaltender. They're big. Their defense is mobile. They pressured the
Alex Lyon absolutely showing up in the end for the Buffalo Sabres. Showed up the entire series for the boys in the net. What a goalie we have in our unit with Alex Lyon. Could be even the kryptonite of the Boston Bruins currently, because right now, ladies and gentlemen, the Sabres get it done in 6 games with this team. And honestly, no big injuries right now for the Sabres. Nothing really going wrong in terms of like lineups for them to not be where they need to be moving forward. Boston Bruins lose the game at home. The Sabres get it done on the road in enemy territory. The Boston Bruins do salute their fans, of course. They did make it this far. They did take it all the way to the playoffs. So you cannot say that the Boston Bruins didn't go down without a fight. They gave their fans, their audience, everybody in Boston a season that was playoff worthy. It just wasn't enough to get past the Buffalo Sabres. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is now an interview with Alex Lyon out there for the Buffalo Sabres. So the Buffalo Sabres will advance to round 2, ladies and gentlemen. A sentence that nobody thought they would even speak years ago. The Buffalo Sabres' first playoff series win since 2007 is now a reality. Buffalo Sabres fans, it's time to party. It's time to party, Buffalo. Call Jim Carrey. Call Bruce Almighty. Get the cup ready. Get the chicken wings ready. The Buffalo Sabres, ladies and gentlemen, win Game 6 in Boston. And Alex Lyon, an absolute fucking brick wall for the boys in the net.
But part of that is also, and that's a big part of it.
Congratulations. I know you and your teammates worked hard for this. We'll see you in Buffalo.
Thank you very much.
Alex Lyon, number 34 for the Buffalo Sabres.
Continues with another great chapter.
What a fucking series for the goaltender defender in Buffalo. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this series. Until next time, we are going to find out who will it be, Tampa Bay Lightning or the Montreal Canadiens. The Buffalo Sabres win Game 6 in Boston. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Peace, God.
In Tampa, Florida. Wow, this is time. 9 minutes into the overtime, and it's done.